What's good, y'all? It's the build. We on. Everybody, I just want to welcome everybody. It's gonna be a new season, man. New times, man. New times occurring. So as you can tell, man, we're gonna be switching things up. We're gonna keep things really professional, you know, on point. But you know, we just want to switch some stuff up real quick, you know. Had to do it, man. Had to do it. But yeah, I'm excited, man. It's a good year. It's new year, you know. We're gonna be getting it in. It's an open panel today. I just want to like have a discussion with everybody, just to get talking, you know, to see what's up with everybody. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up a panel soon. Yeah, man. Hold up. I gotta get in here. I gotta go. So what's good, family? What up, Jaren? I'm gonna go ahead and open up this panel right now. Yo, what's up, y'all? What's up? What y'all think of the new layout? Shit, I had to switch it up, man. I had to switch it up. You like it? It's beautiful. Thank you. I'm gonna be doing a whole lot too. Yeah, soothing. Thank you. Yeah, I figured I'm trying to like do some peaceful stuff, you know what I mean? Like, just keep it light, feel me? Yeah, got the calm, cooling water, you know what I mean? Just trying to get this more official. I don't want to be trying to like look like I'm copying cats and shit, you know? Hold up though. Conversation. Let's go here. Conversation. Group. Okay. All right. Boom. So yeah, sorry about that, y'all. I was going and setting up the panel for now. Oh man, see what's going on with everybody. Had a long day yesterday. I went to work. Work was kind of crappy. It was a slow day because it was weird, man. This New England weather is weird. It's like one day is cold, the next day is like kind of warm. Like yesterday it was like 40 degrees out, man. In the middle of January, it's pretty nice. So, not a lot of people wanted to take a cab yesterday. So I had a slow day. Slow day. Bum, 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 bum. Bum. Let's make a call. Let's make a call. Oh, that's loud. What's good, man? Shit, yeah, I can hear you, man. We on, we live, brother, just to let you know. We on the build. We live on the build. We live on the build, man. My bad, man. Yep. So yeah, man. I wanted to talk about NASA. This blue moon that's coming up pretty soon. What's good, Jaren? Chilling, baby. Okay. I wish I was in Cali right now, man. And not as cold as over here. Man, it's freezing out here, man. Yeah, it snowed the other day. Yeah. Hey yo. Hey yo, y'all peep the watch page? Hold up. I'm gonna show you something. Matter of fact, you don't need to peep the watch page. Hold on. Let me show you something. Share screen. Y'all see that? Hold on. Y'all see that? That's the new layout, y'all. Yeah. Oh yeah, she gonna be here for a little bit. She's just eating. You like it? Huh? Yeah. You like that shit? That's dope, right? Good looking. I'm gonna be having a whole bunch of different layouts and stuff, you know? Huh? It's nice colors. Yeah, they look sophisticated, you know? And they're like, well, it's welcoming. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She said you can't hear him talking. How about now? Can you hear him talking now? Hold up. No. In the chat, Tiny said they can't hear y'all. Hold up. Tiny said she can't hear you. She can't hear you on the panel. I don't know. See what she says. How about now, Tiny? No? Still nothing? That's crazy. Hold on. I don't know why that's happening. It should be straight. I don't know. Oh, wait, hold up. Turn y'all up from here. Still nothing. I don't know. That's crazy. It's supposedly they can't hear you on the panel. I don't know. Hold on, let me try to fix it. Shit. Damn. I heard that. Shit. Yeah, you hear me though, but not you. That's crazy. That's crazy. Let me see. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah. Yo. Try it now. I think it's.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Damn, that shit crazy.
It's just in the chat. They can't.
I think it's. Can you hear me? Okay. All right, we good.
We good?
How about now?
All right. Yeah.
Yep.
I switched the setting. I had to switch the setting. Okay. Cool. Thank you. Yo. Okay. Cool. Thank you. All right, we're.
All right. Oh man, who thumbed it down? We got some haters.
It's probably FE Disciple.
Wow.
It's FE Disciple. It's all good. It's the only person.
Nah, man.
That's cool, bro. Let them hate. Who cares, bro? Don't pay attention. Don't pay attention to it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Moving along.
That's gonna
moving along.
That's gonna happen. You know. Flat power.
You know, I got a little flat power.
Yeah, I mean,
got an update, a debut on tomorrow on Lex TV. So I guess let's talk about this NASA. This massive NASA. You know what? I will reveal some information about NASA today when we go in on them.
All right. I'm with it. Yeah, man.
Yeah, you know, we got to do some next level stuff here on the build. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm trying to get this right. You know what I mean? Like, I just wanted to get up on here today, honestly, because I wanted to check this out because I was running some tests on my girl's page for cause she's doing like a makeup channel where she's gonna be, you know what I mean, doing her thing on there.
The tutorial channel.
Oh, that's right.
Well,
makeup channel. That's what's up.
Yeah, so
ladies gonna love that.
Yeah, I had to get that done for her.
That's what's up, man. It's needed too. Yeah, we need more sisters and beautiful ladies to be in these hangouts with us.
Yeah, for sure, man. We definitely do. You know what I mean? You know, get that female.
As long as they're not wilding out Like no.
Oh yeah. Oh, never that. Never that, bro. I would never allow that. That shit's crazy. You can't be having them. We
Yeah,
argue
that's
way
what's
too
up.
much. We argue way too much as men. And females,
Yeah, exactly.
females won't ever
Oh
stop.
boy.
They will never stop. It'll be a 3-week argument. No.
Man,
Shout out to the sisters though. But I love it when the sisters get in there and like they keep things calm. You know what I'm saying?
love it.
Yeah.
Definitely love it.
Yeah, that's the only element we haven't had. But besides Karen on the bill,
Yeah, you do. Oh yeah.
that'll be a good aspect to have the female perspective on everything we were speaking of.
Yeah. Definitely. It's much needed. Oh, shit. Yeah, as far as NASA's concerned though, bro, man, I'm about to pull up some information. They've been pulling wool over people's heads for a minute, man. NASA's space fake station.
I put out a little childish video today. I felt like I just felt like I kind of needed to give the community a little shock. I haven't left yet. Still on y'all head. But I went a little too far. I'm going to keep it 100.
You said you think you went too far?
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit, you know. I don't know if you saw the video I made earlier.
Yeah, you sent it to me. You was like opening up mad books and shit too, like showing all the flat Earth models.
Oh no, I'm talking.
Is that the one you talking about?
I made I'm talking about the globe tardation disease video I put out.
Oh no, I didn't see that one.
I saw it was in my notifications. I didn't get to watch it yet. Matter of fact, it's still in my notifications. Did it 3 hours ago. Globe tardation disease.
Yep.
That's good. I'm gonna watch that mug a little later. Yeah, that shit is funny as hell.
Yo,
what am I eating?
On me? Yeah.
Maybe they dropped out the car?
I don't know, probably, yeah. I went to go do something.
Yes. So what's the topic today? Or the initial topic?
Well, we're just gonna talk about NASA and shit and the house fake. Basically, you know what I mean, that's basically it for the topic today. I mean, I didn't really put a topic on it's just open panel. We build, you know. There a lot happened yesterday, so I you know what I mean. I didn't really plan for today. But I just felt like it was, hey, peace, Spirit Queen. How that? Good. Everybody just chilling. Yeah, yesterday was like a long day for me, so I was just like, yo, I didn't get to plan to do nothing, man. I just wanted to come up on here and just chill with y'all, really. You know what I'm saying? Just chop it up or whatever, you know.
So we live or this just a hangout?
No, we're live.
No, we live.
Oh, we live.
Oh yeah.
Well, all the way live.
Yeah, let me send this article again to you. Send this to you. I just sent you something. Well, let me put it in this.
All right.
Put it in again.
Wow, you look mad cute. I love it. That's dope. You look good. Love you, baby. Alright. See you later.
Hey, I gotta say this. Hey, trip on this, man. You know what? I keep showing that in Hebrew, NASA means to deceive and all these other things that pertain to something that's partially or impartially negative, or, you know, in some type of way. But then they tell me, oh, NASA is an acronym. How are you trying to say that an acronym is a word? But I find it very strange that I hear NASA scientists say NASA. So if they get to say NASA, then damn it, I get to use the word, the Hebrew word, deceive in English, which is pronounced NASA. Since the NASA scientists can call it NASA, they're not reading out the whole acronym. They just say NASA. Over here on NASA, well, my year's at NASA. They're not saying my year's at NASA. They're not doing that. So I'm tired of people playing that game too. Stop playing the game, because it's not going to work with me. I don't have to press start. I need to press reset. I don't plug in the game at all. So I really would like the Globetards to cut that out too.
Yeah. Globe Tards. Madonunaki.
Yeah, NASA some bullshit, man. I stopped looking into NASA when I got out of high school, actually. Not even high school, middle school. I lost interest in it, you know, at an early age. I didn't get excited at no launch to no moon, to no none of that. It's just been, you know, bullshit ever since, to me.
Well, I'm trying to pull up this. There's a whole bunch of articles over here. I'm trying to pull it up. I'm doing like 3 things at the same time right now. But yeah, this is documentary where it just basically shows like how they basically faked the moon landing and like built the whole big ass studio that was like looked like the moon but it wasn't. Oh, thank you. What kind of computer are you gonna get? You should get one just like this.
Yeah, I'm thinking something like that.
Yeah. Sorry guys, I be getting distracted because I love my girl. But yeah, yeah. This like they faked the moon landings. They had like these tracks and stuff that they used to like, you know, do motion shots and shit.
I just saw this footage, and this is completely ridiculous. Just take a look. People already know NASA is a complete hoax, a complete psyop, a complete fraud. But this is really the final nail in the coffin. The supposed astronauts are working in a swimming pool. Look at this door. It's flopping around. I just saw this footage.
I'm gonna replay it. Hold up. I didn't set it right, so my bad. I'm gonna make it so you guys can see it too in the chat and hear it. Hold on. It's just a lot of work, man.
Man, I need to get a laptop. Rack. Get the laptop. Hope they can hear me.
Yeah.
There you go. I can't hear it though, fam.
I just saw this footage, and this is completely ridiculous. Just take a look.
There we go.
People already know NASA is a complete hoax, a complete psyop, a complete fraud. But this is really the final nail in the coffin. These supposed astronauts are working in a swimming pool. Look at this door. It's flopping around. It's like almost like a tent, a covering for a tent or something. It's just, or a garbage can lid, more like it. This is completely ridiculous how that thing is flopping around. Take a look at this footage here, even another angle here. This one, thought that was bad. Just look at that thing. They're supposedly in outer space, and people, you know, they buy what NASA has to say.
Wow. Wow. Y'all see that? That was crazy. You see that, man?
Researchers from China's
I saw it
top
before. I
laser
got out. I
research
had to switch
institute
phones.
have proposed building a 5-ton spacecraft
can't see it
that would
now.
orbit the Earth and could be used to shoot down other.
That was crazy. So that door was flopping around, all crazy, like. But it's like, how's it doing that in gravity? You know what I mean? Like in anti-gravity. You see it? That motherfucker was. It was.
Are you playing it right now?
I was playing it.
Oh no, well, you already played it.
I play it again. I'll play it again. It's only like 55 seconds.
I heard it when you first started. Oh, okay. And it's landed.
Nah, it's not a moon landing. It's the ISS. The door is like flopping around. the door's flopping around, as if it's not in space. Hold on, I'm gonna redo it again. Let's give me a cinema. It's hilarious, bro. Can you see, right?
Nah, I can't see.
You can see now, all right?
Yeah, now I see it.
All right. Come on, play. I was just playing the video. All right. I don't know why. Stop playing. He says that International Space Station's flimsy tent-like door. Like, how does you have a flimsy door in space, my nigga? Hey. Oh, come on, man, play.
I just saw this footage, and this is completely ridiculous. Take a look. People already know NASA is a complete hoax, a complete psyop. People already know NASA is a complete hoax, a complete psyop, a complete fraud. But this is really the final nail in the coffin. These supposed astronauts are working in a swimming pool. Look at this door. It's flopping around. It's like almost like a tent, a covering for a tent or something. It's just, or a garbage can lid, more like it. This is completely ridiculous how that thing is flopping around. Take a look at this footage here. Even another angle here. This one, thought that was bad. Just look at that thing. They're supposedly in outer space, and people, you know, they buy what NASA has to say.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Researchers from
That's
China's top
another one,
laser
man.
research
See?
institute have proposed building a 5-ton spacecraft that would.
That's crazy, right?
It is, man.
That's just nuts. It's like
Gravity, everything should be moving all slow motion.
Yeah.
You know, like it's chopped and screwed.
Yeah.
So, that's horrible, man. And you know what's funny? But that's not funny at all. Is
Yeah, I know.
millions of dollars is going into that.
Yeah.
Millions of dollars are going into that and not into the education of our future, which is the kindergarten and pre-K right now. That money going into that station for them to make that fake stuff should be going to them. It's horrible, man. Hear anybody that's yelling Black Power ever again in their life to come forward defending NASA. again, ever, if you yell Black Power and you come forth talking about NASA and defending NASA, you a fool. You're a fool. That money could be going to what you doing, Mr. Black Power groups. So it's ridiculous now, man. It's so many different videos. They got bubbles, and now they have tent like can't even call it a door, you know. It's doing it in septic like tanks, and not so much as a septic tank, you know. They're just doing it in a giant pool. Man,
it's sad. Like you said, it's not funny.
It is.
You know?
It is. And you know what's crazy? Charter schools are falling apart right now. Schools are shutting down. Teachers are losing jobs right now. It's already bad enough that the American education system is a failed system. You know, the smartest and brightest are just all rattlesnake oil salesmen who could just speak so smooth and fluently, and, you know, so precise with their syllables and everything. They're lying and selling you a fraud. But the schools are, you know, that money that's going into NASA can go into the schools, man. And everybody on here, we have kids, you know, that are in school. Some, well, I don't know. I think you have pre-K, and the money that's in the schools today. I mean, just looking at it from a standpoint of Back to the Future, and the way things looked in the future on Back to the Future. Well, that future from Back to the Future is now the past to us. Yet we don't have flying cars or technologies in the schools. The best it gets is a tablet. You know, it's like video games gets all the attention of graphics, and movies gets all this stuff put into it to make sure they show us these things to help keep NASA afloat. It's like, man, I really want to like step forward, build a case, get a lawyer together, and really take it to NASA, you know?
Yeah, but
they can't keep doing this. This is a crime against humanity. Now, it really is. It's a crime against humanity. And the criminals should be brought to court.
Well, I got bad news for you, bro.
You know? Yeah, I know.
I got bad news for you. Criminals will never be brought to court because they own the courts.
That's right.
So the only way to get rid of them, kill them. That's the only way. Or wait for them to die. That's it.
Way.
That's the only way. It's the only. I sound crazy, but it's the truth. It's the only truth.
Yeah, to remove them.
Yeah, that's it. Simple. You know, that simple. You know, I be like laughing at people because they be out there with their picket signs and shit. And shout out to them because I never did that before, and I probably never will. But if everybody just sat up today and was just like, oh, all right, let's go take over these government buildings, you know?
Oh, they run.
Then that's doing something.
Run and probably come back with the police and telling on whoever said it.
Well, what I'm saying is, what if what if the masses, right, of every city fucking went to their government official buildings, whatever it may be, SSI buildings, the mayor's office, whatever, right? City Hall, and just went up in there and just fucking trashed everything. You know, destroyed everything. So now, that city can't run. You know? It's crazy to think, but they loot everything else. They loot in the wrong places. Looting all these buildings. Really not. Oh, the big one. I'm going with you. Well, I'm coming with you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They be looting buildings. They be looting buildings and shit. Fucking destroying all types of people's personal property. Destroying public property. Why don't they go and destroy the city halls or destroy? They get so mad at they get so mad at the the electees and all the people that's involved in the government and politics. Why don't they go and destroy that shit? You know what I mean? I think that's a start. Feel me?
Yeah, definitely.
Because once you fuck up their infrastructure, they can't operate. Once they can't operate, shit starts to fail. Once shit starts to fail, we take over. So, and you do it. It's like a non-violent. It's violent, but it's non-violent.
Right.
Jill or JLLSD says they won't destroy their own stuff, just ours. Let me tell you something. Their stuff is our stuff because without us believing in that stuff, it doesn't. It holds no substance. It holds no weight. You understand? So, if we go up in there and we just say fuck it, if we go destroy our own birth certificates, cut them bitches up, cut up them social security cards, throw them away, forget about it. You know, that's a start. You know, you can't kill them. If you can't kill them, well, you don't want to kill them. Kill the process. You know what I'm saying? Go up in there and destroy everything. Destroy all the computers. Put the fucking paper, all the files on fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we start new. And then a lot of people will be like, see the problem with that plan is that there's a lot of people that still gonna want to be living a regular life and they need these files. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of ignorant to do that. You know what I mean? Like if you're not successful, and you can't get everybody to do it at the same time, it's not worth it because all you're doing is just be hurting your community. You know what I mean?
True.
So it really sucks. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta either go hard or don't go at all. You know? So it's like get down or lay down type shit. You know?
Not true.
Yeah, man. Because it's just what it is. You know?
That's what we got to deal with.
On a day-to-day.
That's what we have to deal with. Yep.
You know, we got to build. See, the thing about us, we got to start building ourselves up. You know, because they got so many mechanisms that teach us that we are insignificant when it comes down to the processes of the day-to-day governing of our mental capacities. You know, they make us feel like we are insignificant because they make all the rules and decisions, and we just sit back and, you know, all we got to do is vote away our problems. When, you know, people, I don't see how they don't understand that voting don't work. It's just a pacifier to make you feel like you're a part of, in which you are a part of the program, but you're not an essential part as to have their systems run at peak capacity, you know, and without us, it cannot run, you know, and the whole trick is to get people to realize that all you have to do is stop participating in the game. Every time I came upon a group of children when I was a child playing a certain game, when I got tired of the game, I just stopped playing. You know, I just say, you know what, I quit. You know, this is crazy. It's either like football. I like football as a child when I was really, really little. But when I got like about 12 or 13, you know, I started seeing the redundancy and running back and forth, trying to score an invisible, something that don't even exist, you know. So I stopped sports. I got out of sports real early because of the redundancy, you know. And that's what sports teach you, to do stuff over and over. That's what religion and holiday.
Damn, nigga. It's them phones, man. I need to get some laptop, bro. That's all it is, y'all. They drop out because of phones and stuff. Google Hangouts be tripping when people's on phones.
It's crazy. Yeah, we need some laptops, man. You know, if we actually had satellites in the world,
we wouldn't have this problem. Right.
Sure wouldn't.
Right. Yo, he said Carla was ICU said Carla was going in. He's actually on the panel. Was that? Cause he's using his phone.
Oh yeah.
It does sound like he's calling in from the phone though. Like it does.
Damn.
And Jerry,
That's crazy.
we got to get a line though for the phones for real.
Yeah, a call-in line. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot to set it up, but I know who to ask to get that going.
Mm-hmm. Word.
Call-in line. Have people call in. Be doing tomorrow. Little slide promo.
All right.
Tomorrow, well, from now on, every Monday, 5 to 7 Pacific time, 8 to 10 Eastern time, I'll be doing Out of the Renaissance and Into the Royal Society
Mm-hmm.
platform, this channel.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be pretty interesting from my book that I started to write in 2016. I had to revise my book before I put it out because I found out a lot of information was missing and found out there was a lot of information that was not true.
Definitely.
So I'm going to share both sides. I'm going to share the information that is not true and the information that is considered to be true.
Okay.
The simple fact that blatant information not being true means that I have to question information that is also considered true.
Right.
Now that's basically it on that.
That's
Kind
like,
of got to look at NASA the same way.
that's like we was talking how we was talking about astral projection. Remember we was talking about how like
don't do it.
do
Astral
you
projection, yeah, it's cool.
do you agree with
But,
the brother's theory on sports?
Absolutely. It just gets redundant, especially with
What?
basketball. When we're playing sports, how you get after playing for a while, it just seems pointless. And I feel like by the time,
okay. You know what?
Yeah,
I'm
but-
sorry. I don't mean to cut you, but my phone had cut off, and I was talking to myself for at least 3 minutes. You know, and I brought up the point about sports. I said, you know, when I was a kid, you know, I liked sports when I was like 9, 10. And then when I turned like 12 or 13, I started looking like, wait a minute, man. This shit is, you do the same thing over and over and over again. I lost the thrill left, you know. And then what we don't realize is they get us to do little things like that to get us accustomed to revolution, things going over and over and over and over, like we just don't think past what's already there, you know. So I stopped playing football. I stopped playing basketball. You know, I didn't see the point, and I didn't see the point in standing up watching people play. You know, sitting there watching somebody else run up and down the court. You know, I never got that, you know, and then I see the sentiment of people talking about like, yeah, well, we beat them this time, next time, they beat us last time, or I'm like, damn, like, oh, we're going to bench them this time. I'm like, wait a minute, y'all not even on the field or on the court, yet y'all speaking as if you guys own the team or you a coach on the team or something like that. You know, so I mean, that sports, all that shit did a big number on our psyche, bro. Like it fucked us up in a bad way. You know, the way when you break it down, like with Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, all this stuff that make us waiting for the revolution, the shit to come back around. You know what I'm saying? That's all we doing is waiting for shit to come right back around. That shit getting old.
Yeah, it is. It is. You know, something I didn't know until recently, that football, no one outside of America likes football. I didn't know that.
Hell no. It's an American pastime sport. They say it. It's an American pastime sport. It's not a, you know, like America is the only country that calls soccer football. I mean, football soccer. You know, as far as when it comes down to the actual term of the game, you know, because soccer is a football. You know, and football, you're running with using your hands. So, you know, America is all fugazi. It's all backwards, hands backwards, frontwards, sideways. You know, but it has to be. like the dude said about the globe model. It's Photoshop, but it has to be. You know, it got to be this way in order for this shit to work. Because if it wasn't this way, the shit wouldn't work. It got to work like this. Did I hang up or you guys still there?
Oh, we're still here. Listening to you build, brother. Yeah, we are definitely here.
Yeah, my phone be acting funny sometimes, man. So I don't know when it black out on me. You know, I be sitting here talking for minutes. I remember one time I was talking for like 15 minutes to myself till I realized nobody was responding or you know, saying nothing back. So I'm like, oh, I done wasted my whole spill. My whole bill was just gone. You know, but it'll be a feat, man. We got a lot of work to do. You know, a lot of work that people don't deem it necessary to even attempt. You know, that's the big thing that I'm dealing with every day. You know, looking at the fact that it's not innately a necessity for people to realize that they're being played on so many fronts. You know, you can't even count them. You know, from the food, water, air, interpersonal relationships, all this shit is a front. You know, it's like a person having a store, a laundromat, you know what I mean, or whatnot. But it's a front for selling drugs. They sell their drugs, and you know, they launder the money, they clean it up through the laundromats or whatever the hell they have. You know, it's just like we got Christmas. Oh, it's for the children, but yet underneath it all, they raping children. And, you know, all this pedophilia and these new sex dolls that they coming out with that.
Well, boy, we got to get laptops cracking. I'm waiting for brother Jerry to get back in. Hopefully he'll see that he left the call.
Yeah, man.
In the chat.
Says sports was created to distract the masses. That's right. JLSSD says
definitely. That's what I was about to get at.
For sure. That's a fact right there. Dropping Jews in the chat. Yo, Jaren. Last thing we heard you talk about was the sex dolls.
I'm here.
The last thing we heard you talk about was sex dolls. Yeah.
Say again?
Last thing we heard you talk about was the sex dolls.
Yeah, I was saying that, you know, they're going crazy. They got these guys going crazy over these sex dolls, and the girls going crazy too, as far as the hype, you know, of it all. And like, guys are like, well, you guys had these dildos and all these things to self-please yourself, and now once a man get his own self-pleasure, it's a big thing. But to me, it's been a big thing on both sides, because they're both perverting the sexual orientation of a man and a woman, you know, and it's taking away the responsibility of a man and a woman to cohabitate in order to keep creating more life, is detrimental to death to me. As far as these things, these systems, where all this stuff going on. So you mean to tell me we got people getting bombed, getting killed, people starving and this and that, but you're gonna make a sex doll? What that got to do with anything that's going on today? Nothing. It's just more proof in the pudding that, people have to be desensitized. They have to be, you have to have that fight or flight mechanism, but you also have to give them something that they think they want. So you present some shit that may have been fantasy, it's a perverted fantasy, to the people, just to set, like, it can even just be setting a conversation, just to put the idea in the air. Even if this stuff, let's just say this is a hypothetical thing, they gotta set these conversations up, and I tell people when we're thinking about as far as religion and all this other stuff, and I was thinking about this too, as far as facts and truth. I asked myself, and I may be wrong, guys, but I asked myself, could a fact be wrong? I said, because it's a fact that, and I use this analogy all the time, it's a fact that in Marvel Comics, Spider-Man, he can sling webs out of his wrist. It's a fact. It's in the book. But facts can be true and they can be false to me. Because just because it's a fact in the book, it don't make it true, as far as to say there's no real person named Spider-Man. Spider-Man never existed. But it's a fact that he could sling webs out of his wrist. And I say that to say, we're so glorified we glorify our perception of what is versus seeing the actuality of what is and what isn't. And when we just go off of notions instead of really seeking out truth, we can go on facts all day. We can fact this, fact check that, fact that, but just because it's facts don't mean it's true to me. So in this life, they're going to hit us with all kind of whammies, all kind of distractions, all kind of distortions of reality, and they're going to try to hit us in all fronts, but it's our job and our duty and our responsibility to cut it off at the head, recognize it when it's there, and don't stand for it. You know what I mean? And I think that's the first step to us actually, coming off of this, the titty of this beast, man, because it is a monster, man. I tell you that.
So I jump in and say hello there. Hello.
Oh, hello, Karen. Hello.
Hey, Sun and Moon, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm okay, thank you very much. And you?
We good over here.
Yeah. Did you see that little...
We're not good, and I'm trying to be better. That's it. That's what I'm trying to do.
Oh, okay. I think Jaren was on there. You made a little video using some of the people that have been on Sun and Moon, and James and Jaren were on there.
Bollocks. YouTube keeps messing up our signal.
Hello? What happened? Oh. Yeah, man. What was Karen saying? I didn't hear her. Oh, okay, cool, Kool-Aid. That's cool.
Yeah. You're roboty, or is it just me?
No, I think it is. His
Yeah,
voice is
everybody.
robotic.
Oh, okay.
I just hear James's voice robotic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
staticky.
Yeah,
Except for Jerry. Jerry, you're the only one that's clear.
Yeah, family united. I mean, James has used the word build, because he wants to build a community, and we're called family
yes.
united. Same sort of thing, really. But that's what we should be, united together and family and helping each other and looking out for each other. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
But
you're
James,
still
leave that
pixelated.
out and come back. It might completely clear it. If you leave the hangout just for a moment and then come back, that should clear it. Sometimes that happens. It's 7 o'clock at night here. I always think it's really weird,
No,
but
it's better.
the time is
Yeah,
all.
much better.
It's now for everybody. Now.
Yeah, it's a now society. You know, it's you got to have your fast food. You got to have it. That's the whole thing right there in a nutshell. Got to have it.
James, say something. James, say something. Yeah, you're right now. Say something, and you have lost your Dalek voice. Don't ask me to sing. I haven't got a nice voice like you.
Hearing you speak in presence of singing is just
I was
as
really
good.
just quite chuffed myself. I just we had a hangout with Thrive on Friday. A lot to say about what he thought with this stuff with like the Brom frets, Hawaiian, all that. But I just turned up on there and he's going on and on about our group. I was so chuffed. It's so nice when you hear someone else talking about you and it's all positive. Anyway, we say nice things about you lot. We say nice things about you. You get included in our stuff now. I'll James or the build.
Yeah, we're trying to make this we're trying to take it to another level as far as community, the meaning of it, because without love, man, we can't do nothing, at all. We'll be fighting against each other all day long.
Yeah, I do understand exactly what you mean about the love thing. It might sound a bit corny to some people. You're always going out with love, but you've got to feel it. I do hear.
Yeah, I try different ways of explaining it, but that's the only way to say. See, I got past the point of how people feel about what I say. If people gonna take what you say, how they take it, regardless of how you say it. So I'd rather just be genuine with how I feel. I don't have to sugarcoat it. I don't have to make it sound all spiffy and neat. Love, I mean, it's an English word, but the feeling that goes with it, I know what it means, And I think us all here on this panel know what we mean when we say love. It's not a corny thing. It's just going like my wife has a friend.
Some people, when you use that word, they go, "Oh no, not all that."
Yeah.
I'm trying to say.
Yeah, my wife has a friend. Is like, okay, for example, if me and my wife would hug or show some type of affection, she would call that corny, or like, oh y'all need to stop. Like it's crazy to be that in love, But I understand what you're saying. People have their own perception.
Yeah.
Of what it means.
Well.
Yeah. Be more caring and more thoughtful and more respectful. And that's what I thought when people woke up to flat Earth. That's what they would feel: a lot of respect, a lot of care, and it's a kind of can't help being like that because that's the state being in this thing that you've woken up to. That's what all of us should feel: is this connection and this love for each other that we know. We just know it.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't work for everybody, I know, but that's the way I thought this whole flat Earth thing was about.
And
this consciousness.
It is going to be up because the one thing I wanted to mention, I just didn't want to bring it up so early up in the show, but since we're talking about it now, I guess I'll just talk about it. When we're doing this, we've got to remember what we're doing it for. So I just want to like tell everybody that like going forth with the build, you know, I just want to keep everything about spreading the love about the facts and everything, and not, you know, take things too personal. You know what I mean? Because things can get blown out of proportion. People start lying on you and things like that, and it's really not worth it when everyone's trying to reach a common goal. You know what I mean? It's just a bunch of distraction, and we don't need that. You know. I'll be right back.
Yeah, that's all it is. Yeah. It's all the.
Oh man, you need to get on them laptops, man. You need to get on them laptops and be back.
Welcome back, Sun and Moon. Yeah, we all keep getting kicked.
Anyway, it's that if we were more like that and more respectful to each other, because we're one, aren't we? Really, you know, we're one in all this. We're all together here. We need to.
We're all part of the human ecosystem.
Yeah, we need to respect each other more. Learn to, you know, just we're all going to have a slight difference, aren't we? We're all individuals and different people, but the main goal is the same. And all we've got to do is learn to communicate better with each other. That's what it is.
Yeah, we do. We definitely do. We gotta learn how to communicate better with each other. But you know what? It's gonna happen. You know, everyone's in their own, you know, learning process. So am I. You know, and no one's perfect. And you know what? That's okay, because this is not a perfect world. You know, so I don't think that should be expected from anyone. But as we grow, you know, we'll know, and we'll be better, and we'll focus more on the positivity, and that's what I want to say.
You know, James would like to have the build where even if everybody was coming to him and slowly they understood what this is all about, but I just don't. Because obviously I'm old enough probably to be most of yours mothers, but in all that time when I felt just like James. There are certain people that just will not get it, don't want to get it, they just don't care, they just don't. And that's really sad. Not everybody's going to be on this journey with us. They're just not.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Including some of my children.
Wow. Yeah.
Imagine my own children not be on this journey.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's
my own children. People I've given birth to.
It's sad. And you know what? Like, that's why, like, I was telling people, like, you know, you got to really accept people where they're at if you don't want to lose that connection, because it's hard. Like, when you're trying to spread information and spread truth and you want everyone to know the truth, and there's people that's so stubborn, and it's family members, it makes the mission that much more passionate, that much harder. And when it's harder, you know, it's like you gotta, like, sometimes you gotta take a seat back and understand that, hey, like, what helps me, honestly, Karen, because, like, I used to deal with the frustration all the time. I would post things on Facebook, on MySpace, when MySpace was around, you know, and I've been trying to uncover truth myself individually, without a panel or anything for a long time. And what I noticed is a lot of people just didn't care. And like the frustration grew and grew and grew until it just got to the point where I realized that, everyone is at their doing things at their own pace. And as much as I want them to be on that level where they all understand so that we can move forward in life, I can't control that, and the only thing you could do is control how you perceive it. And the way I started to choose to perceive it now.
But you know what? Listen, my middle son, and all I can say is don't ever lose it. Just keep that. Because keep that kindness and keep that sensitivity. Keep it. Don't ever lose it. Because obviously, the outside world is not like that. It's a bit like you're going to war, but not with knives and guns. It's like words, isn't it? Or what your kind of person you are.
Right.
All I say to my middle son, just don't lose it. Keep it, because it's special. Because there's not a lot. I think what it is, maybe the whole lot of you've got empathy, and that's such an important thing. Without empathy, how can you understand someone else?
That's true.
So, empathy is a really good thing, and a lot of people don't have empathy. Without empathy, you can't get anywhere, you can't listen, you can't anything, you can't understand.
Right. And
so, also, I think James is quite a sensitive young man.
I just want.
And if understood what it's like to be sensitive, it's all to me as I've got older, and then like relationships haven't worked out, and they just don't care. And even people in flat earth. Had a boyfriend in flat earth, he just didn't care, and you think, what? After all, he just didn't care about anything. And it is a little bit hard when you think, oh, I wasn't like that. But everybody that comes towards you's got these mega big issues and problems, and it's a little hard sometimes to keep that sensitivity or keep it there. But I say don't lose it, because that's what makes you special, I think. But sometimes I do wonder, it's a bit cruel. I find it cruel being so sensitive.
Oh.
I think, thanks for Bunch for doing that to me. Thanks.
Oh. No, I wasn't trying to. No, I get what you're trying to say. No, it's just my own experience. Like, I don't know, man. Okay. I'll be honest with you. I have a lot of patience. I'm not a doctor though. Not a doctor. We do have a lot of patience, and it comes from like the near-death experiences that I had. And when you have a near-death experience, you just calm down a lot, and then, like, you start to see things in different perspectives, and wondering what it's like to be other people, and I don't know.
Do you think?
She cut out again. Oh my God. I'm not feeling this freaking. I'm sorry, Karen. Do I think what?
What's happening there? In my mouth, and I get a lot of. Do you think it's like you told us that you'd nearly died, and once you have these big near misses, it should change you for the rest of your life anyway?
I think that, like, that's the reason why I'm on this journey, honestly, like, because a lot of people, they have, they have their life and they go through it, and sometimes things don't happen to them, and they don't get to like appreciate life the way somebody else would, who might have almost lost their life. So it's like, huh?
I was like so cool when I was born that I was lucky that I survived.
Yeah.
And then I nearly lost my eldest son when he was 4 in a car accident. He died. He didn't, but the whole procedure was almost like dying, because he did. But you've got all that trauma and everything there. And then he had this horrible operation, and obviously he survived. And a couple of years later, he got internal problems from the second operation, so he had another one.
Wow.
But I mean, for me, it's my whole life. It made me realise that I was seeing and knowing things that no one else could see. I was seeing, if no one else was talking about them, I could see more. So yeah, I think that's when I really noticed how sensitive it was. And then I thought it would make myself better when I tell me the truth. I thought once they said to me what actually happened, even though I felt it, it would make it better, but it didn't. It just made it worse, because My son was dying, and
Mm.
there was nothing I could do. He didn't die, but that's what was happening. He was dying for a lot of it, and then he didn't. But it didn't make it any better that I knew. I was in my 20s then.
That's crazy. I can never imagine going through that, like, at all. Cause I have two girls. Huh?
Your parents did you though, didn't they?
I can't. Jaren, can you mute your mic, bro? Cause I can barely hear.
Oh, your parents did with you. Didn't they? That's what happened with your parents. They nearly lost you, didn't they?
Yeah, yeah. I had E. coli.
Yeah, I remember you telling us.
Mm-hmm.
My son had a car accident and he wasn't wearing his seatbelt properly, and you know I feel internally guilty for that. I remember, put it on properly.
Yeah.
And he didn't. Car seat severed his inside when the accident happened with the whoosh. It severed his inside, and it took them weeks to find it because it was like having a hairline crack. It had split a part of his guts, and his whole guts shut down, but they couldn't find it, couldn't find what was wrong with him, even though he was seriously ill.
Wow.
But the tear was right next to his pancreas. I mean, any more it would have killed him. I mean, lucky to be here. He's now 34.
Wow. Boy, that's amazing.
But he had many a stomach problem.
Yeah. See that?
Sometimes he gets really bad stomach problems.
Oh.
Hello, everybody. Didn't mean to cut in. Hello.
Hello. Anyway, on a good note, he's still here, and I've got a granddaughter.
Wow.
But he out of two of my sons, one knows it is and all that. The other one is yes, but his wife doesn't, and the youngest one don't talk to him at all about it. And my daughter's not bothered. She's 18. Although she knows, she hears me talk about it. She knows I'm on Hangout all the time, but she's just not really interested. It just doesn't interest her right now. She's 18.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta wait for a conscience to rise. Then that's what I was saying earlier about, like, you know, how I've been dealing with things, you know? Like, I'm just waiting for, I have to wait for the conscience to rise. Like, a lot of people that I love, you know, they still believe in, you know, Bible and Jesus Christ and stuff like that. You know, they're not aware of the indoctrination. And it's because of, I feel like, patience, because the information's out there, the videos, all the research that we've all done, you know, everything's still there for them to watch, you know. They're just waiting for them to click, you know. And the thing about it is, like, your time passed to, you know, come across that information. And you got to understand that it was your time, your life. You know, you can only control your own thoughts. You can't control everyone else's thoughts. And wherever somebody is in their consciousness, it's just where they're at, you know. And you just got to be patient. And that's why I say I have a lot of patience, you know. And with that patience, it comes understanding that as long as people got faith and they understand that in order to go through life, you need faith, because with faith, it brings you know, the aspect of being able to bring things into fruition. Why? Because when you pray and you pray with faith, what you're doing is you're meditating and you're bringing things into fruition. Like when they tell you, oh, pray before you go to bed at night, pray in the morning and all that. Well, the most important part is when you pray before you go to bed at night, because that's where you start to formulate your yeah, exactly. You know, so I think that with people who are religious and who may not want to understand, you know, how to live without the book or whatever it may be that they worship, you got to understand that isn't it
like an inner thing in you? No matter what you feel, there's an inner thing in you which steers you to this way about love, connection, communication, higher consciousness. You can't help it. It's in you now.
Well, yeah, because like you know, it's just like once you understand life on the grander scale, you understand the diversity, you understand the reason. Like, okay, the only reason for life, period, is to experience unconditional love and to experience everything else below unconditional love. But the peak, the all in all, is the unconditional love. And with the unconditional love comes all types of understanding. You can look at things and find positivity in almost everything. I go through so much negative. I went through so many negative things, and you know what? I don't regret not one of them. And the worst part about it was I went to jail, and I went to jail, and when I went to jail, it was like like one of the best experiences I ever had in my life. You know what I'm saying? Reason why is
You sit
because
down.
I got to really understand and map my life out and like have like that perspective. It's like when you have it was like a near death experience, but like on another level, kind of. You know, not like a near death, but like you kind of like get a chance to like, think about your life, like where you want to be,
You
where
been
you've
sat down.
been. You know what I mean? Yeah, been sat down. Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
And
That's all it is. You got to be sat down. My mama used to do me like that when I was a little kid. She didn't know what she was doing to me though.
yeah.
She thought she was punishing me.
So
She was making me think.
looking for love, man. You know, you can like really get lost in sauce. But I mean, once you find out,
Keep
yeah,
getting through. You're
yeah,
only who you are, what you know, though, aren't you? If you know what I mean. It's when you get more understanding and you learn more and more. You understand more and more, and you've got to know who you are as a person. If you don't know who you are, it's never going to work.
Well, they did a study of a person when they sat down and they thought about God. They got the same brain readings, the same wave readings as they did with somebody who was a mass murderer, and they thought about God. So I come to terms to believe that it's not about what you believe; it's about the act of believing. You know, so my father wants to believe in Jesus Christ. I can't knock him, and I can't tell him he's wrong. Why? Because that's his faith, and he built that, you know, for a long time. And I can't, as a human being, you know, for respect, I can't do that because I can receive same blessings as he receives doing a whole different method. But to see the whole beautiful thing about life is that you're able to do that. You're able to live life in a different setting, a different way than somebody else, and it's all to experience uniqueness, which also creates creativity. You know what I'm saying? It produces creativity. It produces a wide range of creativity because you got emo music, you got happy music, sad music. You know what I'm saying? Like all types of different situations in life cause you to be creative, and it causes creation to happen. You know, and so that's the reason why I believe that it's okay for people to believe in whatever they want to believe, because it's about the act of believing. If for somebody who doesn't believe that, you know, there is no God or there is no creator of the universe, or this place isn't special, then that's probably a disease. You know what I'm saying? There's something going on. But I mean, I can't personally look at this place and tell you that, you know, Jesus made it or Allah made it or, you know, whoever, Buddha, whatever. You know, I can't do that because that shit is just ridiculous. Nobody can do that. You know what I'm saying? So what I can say is that from my personal experience, I've meditated, and when I meditated with intent, you know, created certain things to happen in my life. And that's the same thing as praying, essentially. So what the difference between me and the church, what was that? Hold on real quick.
Well, if we start saying everybody else can't believe in what they want, then they can turn around and say, well, you can't.
Okay,
believe in what.
my bad, y'all. I just had I thought I heard a big bang. I had to check on something. I thought somebody was at my door. But the difference between me and the
Supposed
court,
to be.
huh? Oh, my bad, y'all. My bad. I'm sorry.
Carry on.
I was saying the difference between me and the church is that, you know, I'm not giving you a book to read, and I'm not telling you to put some money in a jar so you can come back after you witness your miracles, because I told you that this God exists and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, like, you take it as for what you want, but I personally find it hard to even care nowadays about what people choose to believe, if it's not directly hurting someone else. You know what I'm saying? If it's not directly hurting someone else, and if they're just choosing to believe something because it brings them faith, and they choose to have faith in their life, they choose to live with faith, then more power to them. Because it's not about what you believe in, it's the act of believing, the act of having faith. And when you have faith in yourself, I'm telling you, it feels awesome. I have faith in myself. You know what I'm saying? And I know that if I really wanted something to come in fruition in my life, all I would really have to do was just get into a dark place in my mind, calm my mind, meditate, and feel what it's like to have whatever it is that I want or situation that I want to occur. And once that happens, hey, the sky's the limit, literally. So it's like you can either choose to believe that, or you can continue to pray to something else and give all your power, all your energy to something else that's other than you, which you're the one causing it in the first place. It's all about perception.
Still sort of thing. It's just that it's a little. We feel a little bit differently about it. That's all.
I'm sorry.
If you understand, it's still probably wording it that way. We're wording it this way.
Yeah, there's a lot of deception. Yeah, there's a lot of deception going on, and it's sad. It's the divide and conquer thing, but it's not any of their fault. That's why to have empathy is to truly understand, like, where is all this coming from? Because if everybody was taught, okay, in order for you to bring things to fruition in your life, you got to meditate. If everyone knew that, everybody would be meditating. But there's there's different types of fascists and different types of.
Unfortunately, though.
Yeah, unfortunately.
The world's been sorted out for something else, hasn't it? It's been drummed into you in a different way.
Yeah, but we're gonna get better.
We need to turn the television.
Yeah, I know so. We're gonna get better.
Yeah, we're gonna get better.
Miss Karen, I heard that guy that was on your show the other day. That guy impressed me so. About the guy that was talking about the one that showed the map of the Donald Trump and all the corruption.
Mr. Thrive and Survive.
Man, that guy opened up my eyes, because he's been saying a lot of things that I feel in my soul. I just feel these things. I've seen them before, and I believe he's right. He's absolutely accurate about what he's studied, what the papers that he found.
Well, I won't sort of put money on it, but I think he said that he was coming back next Friday to do an update.
I'll be listening. I will be listening.
What's happening? I am using my mobile at the moment myself, because I'm setting up my Hangout, which I will have to go in the next sort of 15-20 minutes. But why do we keep getting thrown off?
I don't know.
Oh, dearie me.
But I really want to. How do you get into a live panel with your panel?
Oh, you want to come on Sun and Moon, do you?
I just like I don't want to say nothing. I just like listening to those guys. I love Jay Dojo, man. Those guys are bad. And Jay with the etymology of words, that guy is awesome.
Jay is lovely, isn't he? Lovely. He's got such the right attitude.
Man, that dude is awesome. I mean, awesome.
We are fairly busy this week, but I'm sure we can all get you on. I asked James to come on. I asked James to ask you on, because obviously I've been on a Hangout with you. But we'll just do one in the next week or so. Just come. I'll just arrange and you come on Sun and Moon for an hour or two or something.
Yeah, I love it, because I love listening to those. Man, you got some heavy hitters over there. Man, and Matthew,
I found Matthew on Facebook doing one of his Facebook talks.
Yeah, Matthew bad. He tough.
He's a mega intelligent young man, he is. And Jay's just lovely. He's really like Jay. He's lovely.
I love listening to Jay, because when he breaks down those words, I'm like, man, how did you get this intelligence?
Yeah, he's like Santos Mark II.
Man.
And the fact that I realised that ballet is just another way that they put it all in ballet.
Yes.
The way he looked at it was that he was being made, to arch his foot better, to bend better. But he realised now that that's not quite what it was all about. And when he looked back, he found out, like, the first ballet dancers, they weren't thin, anorexic people. They were quite big people. So he's in this mode of, I can teach anybody to do ballet. I get you dancing. And now at the end of every hangout where he's on, he goes, "We are all dancers. After me. 1, 2, 3."
I love it, man. I'm serious. That guy, man, it is so positive. When I be listening to your panel, they are so positive. It's full of love, and I love that.
Yeah, he is. They're all lovely people. We're lucky that, you know, we're
Man,
attracted to kind of people, and you know, even you lot, it's brilliant. Coming
yeah,
together, it's what we need to do.
all over the world.
Sod the separation and all that. I'm not in it for that. I'm not
No,
going to
no.
go on dating. I'm not. I only go on a few hangouts. Yours, Puncho Pete, and Joe, Academy Science, because we're not arguing and we're not debating. Or I'm not debating.
That's what I don't like.
Yeah, I don't want to debate anymore.
Nah, we don't need to be debating each other. That's what causes separatism, and we don't even realize it.
No, we need to come together as a people.
Yeah,
I mean, the
just
whole thing
listen to each
is
other.
for us to hate each other. You know, put us all races against each other. It's not just the black community; it's the white community. It's everybody who's been set up against to hate each other, and that's such a sad thing.
I can't wait for all of us to come together and get everybody to get on the 60-second truth challenge. You
Yes,
know,
for real.
because that's gonna be like a truth genus like a it's gonna spread like wildfire. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like
Awesome
a truth.
because
Yeah, it's gonna be amazing, man.
it is because man, you have to think about, man, when people can learn something in that amount of time, man, that's awesome, man.
Yes, and so many different subjects that people are gonna do the 60-second challenge, and if they don't understand something, what they just talk about, oh, I'm gonna research that. You know, it's gonna get people to start to research it now. People are gonna like love to research now. People, it's gonna be one of the new thing now. Like how everyone started switching up their diets and stuff. Like a whole lot of people went vegan since 2 years ago, 2016, when that Netflix thing came out. What the Health? A lot of people.
When Dick Gregory hit the scene again, people started doing that again.
Yeah. So, you know, we get people to start thinking. And Karen, I was hoping that you can nominate the people in your chat also to do a 60-second challenge. You know, challenge them to do it, because that'd be awesome. You know, I mean,
they would love it.
I know the people in her chat.
60-second challenge. Explain it.
60-second challenge. 60-second truth challenge. Sorry, it's a 60-second truth challenge. What it is everybody who participates in this challenge has 60 seconds to give their truth or what they believe to be true on certain subjects. You know what I'm saying? And what this is going to do is a lot of people are going to use it to an advantage to try to cause confusion. But when people go and do their research, they're going to know, okay, they dropped out, so I'm going to wait for them to come back. Sorry, guys. So when people do their research, they're gonna know what the truth is. And so basically, what I'm gonna do mine on, I'm doing mine on Sandy Hook. So, you know, you could do yours on whatever. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just getting a phone call, so it kind of distract me. But yeah, you could do yours on whatever you would like. But it's a 60-second truth challenge, and you at the end of everyone in the description, you would nominate up to 5 people. So everybody who participates in the challenge, you got to nominate up to 5 people after you're done. You got to nominate up to 5 people after you're done, and then just hopefully you get people to start talking. It's basically mainly for conversational pieces. It's for people to get people to start talking to each other again, because it's really something when you got everybody in their phones, you know, and they're all on the bus and no one's talking to each other. But if there was something on the phone itself that was getting people to talk to each other, you know, about something that's real, then that would be awesome. You know what I mean? So that's basically it. 60-second truth challenge. Just trying to get everybody to, you know, put this out there, you know, and to do one, because once it goes viral, it's going to be hard for them to stop it. You know what I mean? And the truth is just going to get out there a lot faster than it is now, because we do these streams, and these streams last up to like 5 hours. A lot of people don't have time to listen to a lot of truth for 5 hours, but if they can click a 60-second video, you know what I mean? And if they want to research a specific 60-second video more in depth, then they can do that.
Oh, you mean a bit like
Huh?
Jay does a lot of his in one.
Yeah.
Jay does a lot of his little things in 1 minute. You mean like he does?
I don't know. I'm new to the scene. I don't know if that's what he does, but if that's what he does, great. But I'm talking about having everyone do it, like to nominate the people in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not about like we're just one channel. Like you're just one channel. I'm just one channel. You know what I'm saying? There's all types of channels, but there are so many people that make up these channels. You know, who tune in and view. And those people are the ones who need to be putting out the 60-second challenges. We're the ones who would just, you know, announce it or present it. You know what I mean? Give the idea out there for people to do it. And I don't care who does it. I just want people to do it, because what it's going to do is it's going to speed things up, speed consciousness up on a massive scale. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to ramp up consciousness, because people are lazy. They want things now. They want things snappy. Now you can go and look at, hold on real quick, guys. Hello? Hey. A desktop, or I'll just get a laptop. All right. Hold on, baby. Hold on, honey. Real quick. So yeah, I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, I think 60-second truth challenge is going to be really, really cool. I think that once everybody gets used to watching these things, it's just gonna be something huge. It's gonna wake everyone up, like, totally. And that's the mission that I want. You know what I mean? That's all I want.
I'd love it. I'd love it if more people woke up. But unfortunately, you know, people like my sons, they're getting married, or they've got children, and they've got jobs, and they've got other things that are sort of, I don't know, seemingly more important. You know, in the
a lot of people out there who like, you know, who would want to do this, you know what I mean? So I don't know, I just try to stay positive for those out there who want to try to spread truth, you know, who's out here. Everyone who supports your channel, everyone who supports the truth would support a 60-second truth challenge. And you know, that would help out a lot, because people who aren't awake, you know, who might be a little bit curious but never really, you know, take the time to do the research, they can view these 60-second challenges, and it'll be very helpful for them. And it maybe help give them like a little, it'll be like training wheels for those who don't want to really get on the bike, you know what I'm saying, but are kind of curious. You feel me?
Without sounding like I'm poaching, because I don't like that, but David, we've got Matthew coming on Thursday night, if you want to come on and listen to him on the panel. Matthew,
I sure would. I sure would. 'Cause I like I said, I love listening to those guys, because I learn so much from them.
if you don't mind, James. I don't want to sound like I'm poaching anybody.
No, I don't mind at all. I would love that.
I've put your name down.
Yes, I would love that. You see, I every time I get on live, I know I'm probably misspelling your name, but I try to say hello.
Well, we had a little private conversation a few weeks ago, wasn't it? Probably now, so I got to talk to you a little bit.
Yeah. I just love the fact. I'm serious, y'all. Y'all just don't understand how happy I am to know I have people all over the world now I can talk to.
Oh, no, and unfortunately, it's usually not the people closest to home that you can talk to, is it?
Nah, because
that's the unfortunate bit. I don't know about James. James, is your girlfriend? Is she all into this?
Oh yeah, she's a big supporter. You know what I mean? She's the reason why I'm home right now because she told me to stay home and stream. I wanted to go with her to Best Buy, but she told me to stay home and stream. Actually, I gotta call her back. But yeah, she's definitely into it. She was thinking about coming
Good for
on.
you, because it works when your other half is into this. But you
It
know,
really does. It really does. It's a good thing when it's like that too, because you can move in harmony, and it seems like life is much better.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Because I was in one of those situations where, oh no, that's oil and water. Oil and water don't mix.
mm.
So
Well,
if
in a
they,
sense, if we sort of hate this whole thing where we're trying to be controlled and YouTube and all the rules and regs, it is one way how we can communicate with each other right now.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, and have a peace of mind.
Yeah, we're all trying to do our bit, aren't we?
Yes. You know, I saw this Mahere.
I'm here, brother.
What's that guy you sent me the other day that talked about the tithing in church?
Oh man, I don't know why his name slips my mind at the moment.
Man,
Let me find it. Let me find it real quick. His name slips
Ni-
my mind.
Nigerian guy. Man, y'all, this guy speaks about tithing in church. He breaks down the Bible. Man, he breaks this Bible down in so well of a way. I don't understand how people still go to church and tithe.
All right.
This is like musical chairs or something.
Okay.
Yeah. But I understand. It has to
Yeah,
happen. Like,
I actually think I know how that happened a bit. Like years gone by, I don't know about other countries, but in England, the churches owned all the land and the people worked on the land, so lived in the church houses. And even if they wanted, they had to go to church. But now people don't, obviously, the church doesn't own everything and people aren't going to church. And so everything's changed. But I reckon that now that it was a form of,
I think I'm still in.
yeah,
hello,
you
it was a form of control. And people don't realize that. I mean, I think the one misconception is that you need someone else, like a third party, so you can get to create a source consciousness, and you don't.
you
We
don't.
do it ourselves, and then we do it as people together.
No, but
We are,
I thought
they say, the people are the church, not the
we,
building. It's the
that's
people.
right. The people
That's
are.
right.
And there's no way one person should be prospering over the people.
Not at all.
And
No.
that's why I think we have such a big a problem with this church and this system.
Well, that's why we need to do things, man. We need to get people to understand this stuff. You know what I mean? Like, we got to be proactive. You know what I mean? We got to keep spreading the message. You know what I mean? And do it in a way that is commercialized, informative, short,
Yeah.
straight to the point. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I don't like about a lot of documentaries, if you notice, like they'll talk about something, but they'll talk about it in terms of it being a theory all the time. Like, and most times there's always a theory, but they'll never like speak like, okay, like this is for sure, like this is a fact. We gotta like really be confident with what we're talking about here, and we can't be speaking to try to be politically correct. You know what I mean? You gotta shoot straight from the hip. You know what I mean? Just like how we said earlier. Oh, when Mahede was talking about how we need to vote someone that's in. Nah, we don't need to vote at all. The whole act of voting is what got us here in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Like we just needed, like I said, we just need to stop participating. Period. You know. And
But
huh?
what is happening now has always happened.
Right.
Like they say, like the young man was saying about prophecy. Prophecy has always been here. It's been happened 6 and 7 times before, 8 times, many times before. So a lot of this stuff we're going through is already happened.
Without sounding, because but I never thought that God wanted to make a book, or whatever creator consciousness was creating a book with a list of no's, and everything was about no. The fact that you're always sinning and you're always doing something wrong, I just don't think that's what it was set up for. And if you're into this higher conscious thing, which if it's in you, it's in you. If it's not, it's not. But for the people it is, we all think a little differently. So to me, it's got respect in it. It's got so many things in it, and you can't help it. It's in me. It's just in me.
Now, could it be that we've been here as souls before?
I don't know. The only thing is, right, I was into spirit group a bit when I was younger, and I did a bit of mediumship. I did bring people through. It didn't mean anything to me. It was like watching a television program. They were there, but it wasn't my feelings. And this person said, yeah, they knew exactly who it was. But as I've watched programs, there's all sorts of programs with mediums and that, they never actually say the souls come back. They always say they're in spirit world, whatever that is, or this other dimension. So they're always not here, they're there. When have you ever heard a medium say, well, your great uncle's come back and is your nephew or your sister's son, or
right? But you know what? I don't think we would ever know that. I just think that they're out here. I don't think we'll ever know. I don't think you're gonna come back as your mother's child or your great grandchild or anything like that. I think we come back as different souls. We just reappear. We never go nowhere. I just think that. Just like a watermelon. It grows seeds, and those seeds will last for a lifetime and for generations off of that one watermelon. You feel where I'm going?
You mean every time you come back, you'll never know about the past? But they do.
Right.
You're supposed to choose to come here. You've chosen to come here.
And that's the thing. Like if somebody knows, past incarnation. Somebody has to know.
I don't believe no. The only reason I don't think nobody knows is because nobody's come back and nobody's died and come back. In that sense.
Yeah, you're right about that. But when I say they know, is they have the mechanism, possibly, and it's all speculation, to control their aspect of. See, we don't know as far as the mediocre, the mundane, the average Joe or Jesse, whichever one you prefer. We don't know. But I have an idea that somebody knows, and it's not disagreeing with you. I'm in the wholehearted agreement with you as far as we come back as different souls. We don't remember. We're not different souls, same soul, different incarnation, But somebody that's running this whole system, I have a feeling they know.
I don't think it's nobody running the system. I think they made there's a psyops. They made us believe that somebody was running the system.
So you think that it's like everybody have an innate feeling that they go with their whole life, and the powers that they choose to cohabitate with. I call it cohabitate because whoever you listen to, that's who you be with your whole life. So whoever you decide to on, whether you want to call it good, bad. So you think that it's just a energy, a force that we choose?
I think we are the body. We cannot be here by ourselves, alone, separate.
Outside of the body.
I think if we are together, we are much more powerful than we are ever apart. But we are apart right now. Everybody's apart. That's why we think like we think.
So what's the point? Okay, if that aspect, it is true. We do need to be together. So what's the point of the division as far as not just keeping us apart, but why are they keeping us apart? You know what I mean? Now we know innately
Because you know
that we're more valuable together. We know that. We know we have value in this power in numbers. We understand that. But what I'm asking is, what are they hiding to, why are they hiding, or what are they hiding that they need to keep us divided from?
God.
You understand what I'm saying?
God. The God body. If we keep
God body.
Yeah, if we keep staying separate, we're not them wonder twins.
Mm.
You understand what
So
I'm saying?
basically, you know, if we come together, their story over, and we'll just begin.
It's over.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you, because they, you know, and that's the fear. That's the fear they have.
Got to go.
Go ahead, Karen.
Got to go because I'm doing my own hangout well, I'll be live in an hour myself. You know, we go out Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday at 9 o'clock, unless we have to do it because of somebody. But those are the times we go out. So on a Sunday, artists and angels.
For blessing us with your beautiful presence. Oh shit, everybody gone.
Musical. Angel and artist night tonight. Angel's into pyramids, and an artist is going to do talk about all the different types of mountains, because he reckons that we have these huge, great electrical arkings, and it pushed the land up. I mean, some people think they look like old trees, but it happened in moments with the electrical arkings. They were really bad. You know, anybody in its way when they were happening would have been vaporized. Anything would have been vaporized. But these electrical arkings, they when they hit the ground, went in and went out, they caused the land to rise up. So he's going to talk about the different types of mountains today. And yeah, so I have to go, guys.
All right, I'm going to listen to that. Yeah, I'm going to listen to it.
But it's always a pleasure, and I will come back because I think you're all lovely. And as I say, when you go on myself.
Can we listen in on that one?
Sorry?
Can we listen in on that one?
Sure. Do you want me to send the back hangout the
yeah, I'd love to listen to it. I'm not doing nothing. It's Sunday. I'm bored.
Well, I'll send the link to James's back hangout, but I don't want James to feel that we're, you know, because I love James. I think he's a lovely young man as well. And I like it because he's sensitive. That's why, it's one of the reasons that attracted me towards him, is because he's so sensitive, and I love it.
Right, facts.
Thank you.
Well, all of you as well. You're on his panel, so all of you. But I only go to a couple of chats myself. Yours, Joe's, and Pancho Pete's.
Facts.
Yeah, I would love to view it, listen in too.
But it's always a pleasure, James.
It's always a pleasure too, and I'm happy that you came today. Seriously, because we got to talk about some interesting topics with you. Seriously. So if I may, I would love for you to present the 60-second truth challenge on your channel.
Would you want to come on and do it?
Yeah, James, you do it.
I mean, I could, but
I mean,
James, it's your deal, your idea. You do it. She asked you. Yeah, go ahead, buddy.
I would. Well, I mean, honestly though, David, honestly, it's not. It's an idea for everyone. I would like I just want people to make it their own. You know, I would love for you to make it your own.
But James, have you got a little video, like a little video, and I can actually use it and sort of play it on Sun and Moon if you don't want to come on like that, just to say, hey, the 60 seconds challenge. But if you made a little video that's in like a minute long yourself, explaining, I'll play it on Sun and Moon.
Yeah, I could do that, and I think that would probably be more effective than me just explaining it. Definitely. You know.
Or we play the video and then you just explain it a little bit.
I guess. But I mean, like, damn. The whole point is of just I don't want it to be like personalized though. You know what I mean? Like the idea. I just wanted to bring the idea out there. Like
Listen, James, if you want to do it this way, Wednesday is a day that I'm not. We don't do a sun and moon hangout, but it doesn't mean that we can't do a little hangout together. You know, and if it's 20 minutes long, and you explain about your whole thing with it, and maybe make the little video, and then we can just talk about it for 10, 15 minutes.
yeah,
I don't mind doing it if you want on Wednesday.
yeah. I mean, I don't mind. It's just that the whole thing about it was, and I'm not trying to be negative. It's just that the idea I had in my head was for everyone to just kind of like make it their, for it to just be a challenge, just to be, not for me to present it in a way where like I want people to do it. I just would want it to be something that like people like feel like compelled to do, just because it's something, not because it's from an idea from my head. You know what I'm saying? Like the water bucket challenge. Like who thought of the water bucket challenge? You don't even know. But it doesn't matter because it's the water bucket challenge. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm trying to say? I don't know. I don't know.
Right?
I don't know. Like all types of celebrities.
Okay,
Like
listen, you've just it. I've got to go, but we can talk about it late tomorrow or something, and just work out what you want to do, and just work it out behind the scenes, and then go and do it.
I appreciate it.
So
Definitely.
you think about what you want, whether you want it just as a little video, or we just do a mini hangout and you explain it
All right. Cool.
with a video. Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds good.
Anyway, how many of you are on here? So there's David. Who else is there? There's Jaron. There's oh, how do you say that one? I can't read my phone. Matt, what did you say your
Mahide.
name?
Yeah.
Oh.
Mahide Barisan Kwana.
So mwah, 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 and to James. Mwah.
Have a good day.
So big
kiss.
flat.
Have a good one.
Oh.
Peace and shout out.
See if you can put us on as well.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I said come and join on Thursday if you want to listen into this.
Okay.
To what I've got to say.
I will.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll talk to James. He can write to me on the back chat about what he wants to do about the 60-second challenge.
Okay.
But
Cool.
I have to go. But big
All right.
hugs, much
Big hugs.
respect. See you guys.
Take care.
Love you, sis.
Take good care. Love you.
Honorable
Bye,
Admiral.
darling. I'm waving. I'm waving to you. Bye, darlings. Bye, darling.
Bye, Carrie.
Bye bye.
Bye.
That's right. Check
Always a
out the Sun
pleasure.
and Moon chat, please.
It's always a pleasure, man, listening to her. I'm telling you, man, the lady and her panel, man, they deep.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. It's always nice going there, listening to them, like even in the chat and on the watch page. You know, you get so much information. Like it's just
So
yeah, it's
So
amazing. It's amazing, like you know, like how we have all this positive stuff going on, yet at the same time, there's still so much indoctrination. You know, so us all coming together is really what we all need. And her coming here and spreading the love, man, that's huge, and I appreciate that. You know,
yeah,
because that's what it should be about. You know what I mean? Like so.
I love this, man. I'm serious, man. Y'all, man, I am dead serious, man. I love this shit.
Yeah, man.
I'm addicted to this shit.
Yeah.
I love information.
Yeah. And it's like you build you're not only building your community, but you're building yourself as well.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts. And you know what I've learned, man? It tears down that fear factor you had in you, man.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Embrace that shit down, man. When I listen to things like I keep saying this, y'all, because I'm almost off, so I don't have to worry about this no more. But child support. You know how many people pay child support and don't have to pay child support?
Yeah, I know.
I'm just saying that's a system, man. That's really not a government entity. They're not a real government office. They put a seal on that office and came up with that, man. And it's done broke up a lot of families, right? And I'm only saying that because I'm like, man, do you know that if a lot of these people would not act in fear, that child support would never exist?
Ever.
But
Ever,
because
because they would know that this is responsibility, from the jump. I remember like my dad, he knew, him and my mom wasn't gonna be together, but he always made time to be there. You know what I'm saying?
right,
And my mom was like, she tried to put my dad on child support, but she realized that, that's messed up because he's here. Needed to do, you know what I mean?
and
So she took him off.
and I'm only acting out because the system will help me
Yeah,
enslave
Yeah,
this other human being.
exactly. It's sad.
And I hate that,
But
man. Anytime now that I see chains and shackles on somebody, hey, man, I get mad, man. I'm going to tell y'all something that's going on, and I don't know if y'all noticed this where y'all live, if y'all ever even been to a child support office. I don't know. But here in Dallas, man, if you go to the child support office, and y'all know I ain't racist, man, you go in that office, you do not see white people in that office. It's only Mexicans and blacks. I've been going in there for years, since my child was 5. You understand? Because I never liked the system, so they always calling me back. It wasn't the fact that I wasn't taking care of my son. It's the fact that you mad at me because I didn't want you. And it's funny how you can walk into this office, lie about me and you being together 15 years and say that I ain't did nothing for my son in 15 years, and them jokers will hit me with a $10,000 back pay. They expect me to pay that shit off, and people sitting out there listening to this shit, getting just like we do with each other as far as this platform. You get ideas, you better yourself when you go up there in front of the judge, and this shit just keeps perpetuating itself.
Yeah.
And you got people out here that have never gone through it, sitting back watching and throwing gasoline on the fire. Man, you need to take care of your kid. Nigga, how you know what I'm doing? So
and that's what they figure. They figure that because the parents are separated, that's the ultimate thing to do. It's the right thing to do. You got to take care of your children. Like, hold up.
But how do you keep them apart?
What is your definition? Exactly.
See, that's what the goal is. That's what the objective is to keep them apart.
Yep, that's exactly what the goal is. Because they were saying in the beginning, for a woman, for a woman to get certain housing, you have to keep the man outside of the residence. You can't have a whole family. As far as if you want this assistance, this help.
Right. We're not assisting you if you got the man in the house, but we'll give you assistance if he ain't there. What kind of shit is?
If he's not there.
What kind of sense do that make?
It makes perfect sense to the people who created the system, because it's designed to keep exactly what we're saying it does. That's exactly what it's designed to do.
Exactly.
So we don't question these things. We question the motive of the parents, but we don't question the motive of the system. Just like we can question the motive of a person with a gun shooting somebody, but what was and he didn't even get the gun legally. So what was the motive of the people that had these weapons? Because I remember my uncle, he was in the military, and he broke his back or whatever. But after he came out of the military, it was in the 70s. He said he saw a couple of helicopters. Some of them dropped big crates of weapons, and he said one crate had a whole bunch of drugs in it. Had a big bag of marijuana, that's when they thought marijuana was going to. They had crack, they had all this stuff in there, and they were selling this to people. Giving these to people in the neighborhoods. You know what I mean? So the whole point of them putting that shit in the neighborhoods was to destroy the neighborhood. And took the neighbor out of hood and just made it a hood. They know exactly what's going on. They know exactly what they're doing. That's why I say when we spoke about the actual entity that's doing this, it's very intelligent. It knows what it's doing. We just don't know what it is or who it is. You know what I'm saying? But this system that are in place,
That's why I want y'all to go to that Sun and Moon. I don't know the name of it. I might get it for you. I think I sent it to Mahere, but that Sun and Moon with that guy that she was just speaking about, I said that I was listening to. Hey man, that guy has a map. That guy has a map of corruption that somebody in the government wanted him, because that dude is one of these deep web searchers. He knows how to get that information. They wanted that information out there. And so when y'all see this, you'll understand more about what's really going on, man. It is deep, man. It is deep.
I'm gonna have to check it, because most times I been on Sun and Moon was when she was here on the build. You know, I gotta go check it. I watched one. I was on it though. I was in there. You know.
Yeah, subscribe to her deal. Subscribe to her YouTube channel.
Oh, I'm subscribed. I just I've been on the build, you know, most of the time. So whenever I either dread or the build, so whenever I do have time to get on it, it's time to go to bed. So I'm gonna try to fit some Sun and Moon in my schedule today. You know, when I get off.
It's in my head, man. I'm gonna tell y'all. I promise to y'all, I fall asleep listening to education, man, and I roll over in the middle of the night and cut the phone out.
This is my life. Like, honestly,
knowledge.
When I say this is my life, when I say this is my life, I mean this is what I live for. You know what I mean? Truth, knowledge, understanding, and sharing it. You know, with people with like-minded individuals that can make a change, man. Because you know, who's to say our dreams can't come true as far as what we're trying to accomplish? Because I see all these other people doing things. You know, seeing all these people doing things that like I'm right now. I'm working at Sam's, working towards somebody else's dream that has nothing to do with me. You know, I wouldn't have even shopped at Sam's if I wouldn't even had a job here, because you got to buy the card. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know what? This like we have so much potential.
They pull you back in from all angles. Sam's Club ain't number Walmart.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's an extension. You know, but it's like, what you want, boxes from Hanes or box of briefs?
Yeah, I mean, that's it. But it's still all of it's Walmart. Sam's Club is Walmart. I promise you, they're the same club. That's the same people on it.
Sam Walton.
Sam Walton.
Yeah, he owns this thing, and but he did. And when he was alive, this place, from what I understand, what I gather, they was more employee friendly. They cared about the individual as a asset to the company. Now, you're just a number, just like any other prison system. You know, you either do what we say, or if you don't like it, you can go home. But the way these people over here work, they know that people deal in emotion and they don't deal in logic. So whenever somebody gets disgruntled with a supervisor, instead of logically hashing out the situation, they get in their emotions and they get fired. They lose their jobs because they said some things that they didn't. Yeah, you know. And with me, people ask me, that girl right there, I should tell you. They say, well, Jerry, you know, how Jerry got the schedule he wanted? How Jerry did this? I said, well, Jerry opened his mouth. You know, y'all sit back and y'all complain about things, but y'all never do nothing about what y'all complain about. And when it comes down to where we're living, we're doing a lot of complaining, a lot of talking, you know, but nobody's taking no action further than the conversation, you know. So, like I said, when I say this is my life, this is what I live for. My whole life goal since I was a little was to get down to the nitty gritty of what's really going on and be free. Because I want to be free. I don't feel free. I never did.
That's a fact. You said
never felt free.
That was my story. Ever since I was a little boy, I've always seek the truth, man. That's all I'm looking for is the truth.
That's it. And nobody want to give it, you know. And that goes back to the burden of the burden that lays on us. If we want to find the truth, we got to look for it ourselves, and we can't be afraid about what nobody's said. You know, they show you in every movie, every time somebody got some vital information, they always in the crazy house. So they're gonna already do what's crazy no matter what you do, because you're going against the system. You know, so I'm just, I lost, like you said, that fear factor. I lost that. That's gone. You know what I'm saying? I don't fear no man. I don't fear no information. The only thing I fear is not doing nothing about my situation right now. Complaining about it and not doing nothing about it. And at the end of my life, what do I have to show for it? Nothing. So I'm glad we mobilizing, doing things that are conducive to our mission here. And I don't want to make it sound like a military deal, but it says we're at war. We're at war for our minds. We're at war for our hearts. We're at war for our livelihoods. Kill spiritually. They warn against us on all fronts, and we just not. Like I said, they got it so spread out. You can never really focus on one thing, and the whole thing that what I see about everything is not to focus on one thing. You got to pan out and see the big picture. And once we pan out, man, and see everything that's going on in its entirety, like the feeling that I have, you have, Mahide, James, Karen, all of us have, it's going to come to light. You know what I mean? We're going to get that feeling again. That like I said, that Christmas morning, just open your presents, happy to get what you got, what you wanted your whole life. You know what I mean? That feeling, but it's going to be 20 times more because it's going to be real. Something that we, it ain't going to be no presents we open. It's going to be our hearts and our minds that we're going to open. And it's going to be real,
I got a feeling we're
going to. And I can only imagine that.
I got a feeling y'all going to experience something in the years to come. People going to come to y'all with it and want to know, how did y'all know this beforehand? And it's gonna be so many rewards. I just got this feeling it's gonna be so many rewards in the future, y'all.
Hey yo,
I got a feeling this shit finna flip.
Hey yo, man, I want to make a announcement, man. I just want to say something. I want to give a personal public apology to Dread from You Been Exposed for everything that conspired. We formally apologized already. You know what I'm saying? Personally, privately.
Well, to who? You say we apologizing to who now?
I am. Because
I don't know what happened.
I'm apologizing to Dread from You Been Exposed.
Okay.
Me personally.
Okay.
For what happened, what transpired yesterday or last night. We personally we hashed it out. We got it done. We talked it out, grown men and stuff. Now I want to say this, yo. That shit embarrassed me. You know what I'm saying? Because I was forced to, go backwards. When I mean that, like I handled the situation like, I'm saying, like aggressively. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna say but. I handled it aggressively because it was brought to me aggressively, but it was brought to me aggressively with due right. You know what I'm saying? So, I respect that. But what I want to say is that I never meant for that shit to happen. You know what I'm saying? I never wanted it to happen. And all I gotta say, bro, is that, everybody already knows that I know, what I'm saying, what's really going on. You know what I mean? As far as, I got caught in some crossfire shit, because within this community, you got people mad at people for personal reasons. And I just want to say this, man. I just want to say this. Respect to you, brother David. Respect to you, Mahede. Respect to you, Jarian. But I love y'all to death, man. You know what I'm saying? Respect y'all as men. But don't ever take anything personal with me on this shit here, because this is some internet shit. I'm not trying to beef with nobody. You know what I mean? We all grown men and we all got kids, and we don't need to be up on here screaming at each other at the top of our lungs like fucking savages. You know,
Yeah.
keep that shit. You know who does that?
Bitches.
Sasu and Seti, Young Pharaoh, all them niggas do that shit. You know, they're the ones who.
Cats without mamas do stuff like that. I mean, cats without fathers do stuff like that, man. I'm gonna say that and be real about that. If you had a man in your life, you know you don't be yelling at another man. You understand what I'm saying? So just it's things in you, man. You already got in you,
Shit
and you
happens
know
though.
not to be pulled.
Shit happens
Yeah,
though. You know
yeah,
what I'm
but
saying?
yeah, you can't let nobody pull you no fucking way, man. You already know that.
Yeah, of
And
course.
just like Karen said, brother, the only reason people come to you is because of your spirit. You got to keep your innocence going.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you something, man. I'm not gonna front, bro. You know what I'm saying? I understand, you know what I mean, what happened. It was you, Danny, and Flat Earth Disciple in the conversation. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Trying
I
to.
got off that shit. I ain't with that fuck
Yeah.
shit no more.
No, I'm hip. I know what's up. You know what I'm saying? I'm just
That's why
letting
I
you
told
know.
you that. That's why I spoke to you.
Yeah, I know. I'm just
Yeah,
letting you know.
that's why I spoke to you. I ain't with that fuck shit no more.
Yeah.
I already know. I already know about some shit last night.
Yeah.
I ain't with none of that bullshit, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
I'm a man, man. And you know how I am. I talk to you one on one. You know how I am. I ain't with
Yeah.
that fuck boy shit, man.
Hold on, baby.
Me and Jay, we had a similar conversation yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
Hello?
Yeah, I ain't
And
with that shit, man. I already know how these niggas
yeah,
is.
that's up
I
for the
already know.
birds, man.
Right, I'm gonna
That
get
this,
ready.
that division
I'm
shit,
about to.
I ain't with that division shit. And when I
No,
see that,
she's
I
on.
listen
She's
for a
actually.
split
Well, she's ready. She's ready.
because I'm human. You understand? I
Yeah.
listen for a split, but I ain't with that bullshit, dog.
But what happened was, whatever it was they were trying to do, they almost got exactly what they wanted.
What is it?
If Dre would have kept the sentiment, I said whatever they was trying to do, they almost got what they wanted. If Dre would have kept the sentiment that he had without thinking about what was going on, you know, it could have been a negative situation. You know what I'm saying? But we brought it into a positive situation.
Well, I'm gonna tell you
You
something.
know,
I'm gonna
because
tell you something, man. Dredd is who he is, and no one's gonna. I'm not here to change nobody, man. You know what I'm saying? And
You
no,
can't
I
change that.
respect I respect the homie. I respect the homie for what he does. You know what I'm saying? As much shit as people want to talk about him, he's putting out truth there for thousands of people to sit there and learn, man. And he's a good teacher, man. You know what I'm saying? And I learned a
yeah,
lot from him. You know what I'm saying? I learned a lot from people on his panels. You know what I'm saying? We do a lot of real research. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is like, you know, if I'm ever allowed on a panel with him again, you know, I would only be there for the information. I'm not going to be there to try to get personal with anybody, you know. And as far as like this is concerned, this is like the last personal note that I'm ever going to really speak on. You know what I'm saying? With this, and I'm gonna tell you, anybody that wants to come onto this panel and try to get, you know what I mean, try to get all crazy, I'm not gonna let them on for views. I'm not gonna let them on for subscriptions or to get things hype and exciting and nah, you know what I'm saying? I'm all set with that. They're gonna get blocked and never return. We're gonna only build here. This is it. This is the build. We're only gonna build here on topics. We're only gonna keep shit about what it is we need to do. And I'm gonna tell you right now. When I first came into this community, I came into this community on like a personal basis because this information, this is stuff I've been studying for a long time. You know what I mean? I ain't just because I'm new in this conscious community, like in this flat earth shit, doesn't mean that I haven't been thinking about this shit for a long time. You know what I'm saying? It's just that I never thought to go ahead and join panels and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I was just always, you know what I was doing? Instead of looking at these panels, I was like doing the research that they do, that the niggas on that host the panels do, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Maybe it was meant for me to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if people want to shit on that, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to contest that. You know what I mean? I just really feel, I really feel strong about what I'm doing here. I really want to, you know what I mean, get it in. And I'm gonna tell, and I'll be real right now. This is live on air. You know, my background is through music. So what I want to do is I want to take the music that I make and put it into this shit, and I want it all to be free. And the only way that I'm gonna make money off of this here YouTube is if people want to inquire about music that they want me to do. Like if I have to sit here and play some shit and you want to go and make money off of it, damn right I'm charging you. You know what I'm saying? But this is not what this is about for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing the music, all my music. If you want to listen to my music, my flat earth music, that shit's gonna be free. You know what I'm saying? All of it. You know what I mean? And if people wanna inquire for me to do shows or whatever, or you know what I'm saying, and perform and shit, that's a whole nother story. You know what I mean? And I hope it does fucking happen. You wanna know why? Because I want to get truth out there, and I want people to change. You know why? Because my little girl sits there and listens to the radio, all right? And what's behind all that shit? Devil, fucking pedophilia, dumb shit. So if I can do something about it, you know what I'm saying, then I'm gonna do something about it. I'm gonna create music and create a whole new, like, I want to create a whole new type of feeling for people, I guess, what you would like to say. You know what I'm saying? Like a whole new way for people to express themselves without feeling like they gotta sell their souls or fall victim to some predator shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I know mad females and my sisters, my own sisters, blood sisters, that will sit here and get up on this panel, have no problem telling you about how you know people try to want sex and shit like that for record deals or whatever. You feel me? So it's like yo, I want to create a lane for people to not have to do that, but at the same time a lane that's gonna provide people like the real music though. You know what I'm saying? Like music that's gonna talk about real truth. You know what I'm saying? Let's spread that. You feel me? And it don't even always have to be about, you know what I mean, like flat earth. It could be about, you know what I mean, you spit truth about anything, about real life or how it is, like with the police and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is you want to speak real truth on. You know what I mean? That's what I want. You feel me? I'm dead ass. You know what I'm saying? Like I want people to understand, like, yo, that there's real people out here in this world who want to make real music and make real change. And we all got kids, like Jared says, man. So if we can all contribute to, trying to make a change and get some music out there that's positive but popping at the same time, so we can create a trend to do that, then if we could change the game, oh my God, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that we just did something amazing for everybody, man. Something amazing for everyone's children, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm bringing, because that's what I was born for, man. I was telling Dredd last night. The reason why I was born was because Maurice Starr was jealous of my mom and stuff. My mom didn't want him or whatever. You know what I mean? So she got with my pops. I'm a product of music, okay? You know what I'm saying? Like my parents met through the music business. You know what I'm saying? Like, so this is all I know. So I'm trying to only give, I'm only trying to give all I can, you know what I'm saying? Like, and maintain, like, you know what I'm saying? Maintain a whole lifestyle. Eventually, if we get to the point where we can live in a cashless society and things totally change, then, yo, we did our job. And there's no need for the build anymore. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? But if we ever get to that point, that shit, man, that's what's up. You know what I mean? But as far as I'm concerned, man, if I can like put my all into this community by with everything, you know what I'm saying? Like putting my means of information out there, like gathering information and sharing it, my means of creating music and sharing it out there, you know what I'm saying? Providing music for people, you know what I'm saying? Providing platforms for people to present their music in a positive way, you know what I mean? So that they can feel confident about making that type of music for their children and inspire other people to be positive and do real shit, then that's what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And anyone trying to hate on that, well, go ahead. That's fine. You're just gonna be ignored. I'm not gonna pay attention. Listen, after this show, bro, if anyone wants to ever come up in the chat in the future, I promise to God, And yo, if I ever slip up, I want y'all to check me on it for real. Because if I do slip up, it's good because they're gonna be talking crazy about like my kids or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully, I'm gonna be, you know what I mean, like in this state of mind that I'm in right now in the future, where I'm just be able to just ignore that. You know what I'm saying? And just block them and just that's it. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to just not even acknowledge that type of shit. You feel me? Because acknowledging that type of stuff is what got me to that spot where I was last night. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to do it anymore. You know what I mean? I don't care about no one's drama. If you're gonna come up in here on the panel and talk to me about your drama, I don't care about it, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you wanna come up in here and tell me about, you know what I'm saying, how you grew up in the past and, you know what I'm saying, your life experience or whatever, that's something else. But don't try to bring me into the drama. I don't want nothing to do with it. I'm not here to get in the middle of anyone's fucking petty ass shit. Because if you're arguing with somebody on the internet for any reason, that's petty. Okay? Because if you can't punch that person in the face, but you still want to give that person a problem, you're a bitch. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck who.
There's no love in that though, man.
There's
There's no love in that
no
arguing
love
with
in it.
someone.
Nah, not at all. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is like, if you're gonna sit there and actually spend the time to do that, shame on you. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not real man stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Sun and Moon Sun and Moon just met. I think she said, David. Okay. Here's a link if you wanted to come on. Angel and Arsenal at 9. Watch page. Message David. David, did you get the message from Karen?
No, not yet.
All
It
right.
might be in something else. I didn't get it.
Oh, maybe she said she put messaged like ED. I don't know.
Yeah, Jerry wanted to get on there too, so
Yeah, I'm sending this in here right now. So, hold on.
see, I learned a lot when I listen to them, man. I just learned a lot. I listen to them, their emotions, man, and they don't have emotions over there. You know, they just teach.
Yeah. Exactly. You know, that's why I love tuning in and just listening because you get a lot. They drop a lot of jewels over there, and people are mad respectable. So, yeah.
They're mad respectful over there, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm hip. I love being over there, man. It's cool. So, you know what I mean? That'd be dope, man. You go over there, chill and shit. You feel me? Like, you know, get some knowledge in, you know. It's Sunday. You feel me?
Yeah.
Ain't doing nothing.
Yeah,
I think I need to do some music today or something. Oh, I'm helping my girl out. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna help her out with her shit. We're about to go get a new laptop.
That's good, Jay.
Yeah.
Do that today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Feel that time with her, man. Make her feel important. You know what I'm saying? All that free time, any free time you have, show it to her, man.
Yeah.
She the queen.
Yo,
We've been living in this fucked up. We've been living in this fucked up patriarch system for a while, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard, man. Get out of that shit, bro.
Yeah. You want to see something real quick that I did for her? Hold on. I'm gonna do it real fast. I don't want to ruin it for her, but hopefully she don't never see this. But if she does, I'm sorry, babe. I'm really proud of you. This is really awesome. Y'all see the share screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we see it.
All right.
yeah.
So she's gonna sell makeup and stuff. She wants to do that because she wants to work from home so she can take care of the babies. So she wanted to do this, and part of this is a company that she works for, and they sell natural makeup, all natural makeup. It's like vegans use it and shit, so it's pretty cool. It's also like a acne aid.
Hey, come here right quick.
But yeah, so there's a lot of females that do this, right? But they just like make regular videos or whatever. And I was like, yo, you should do this shit on the OBS. And she was like, what? So I did it for her. You know what I mean?
That's good. Yeah, she gonna like that too.
Yeah, she does like it. I gotta fix this. I don't know why this is like this. Oh, because I know why.
Glam up. Yeah.
Like you can't see the whole thing right here, but it's gonna be dope. Like, cause this shit is gonna be where like she puts her product and shit right here. You know what I'm saying? Where you see the other thing where my cursor is. Her product's gonna be right here, and then she's gonna be using that product on her face where my face is. You know what I'm saying?
Live stream.
Live stream, and then people can contact her. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. I see a lot of girls doing that shit now, man.
But they don't do it like this.
No, I'm not saying. No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying. I see a lot of young ladies be with the hair, with the skin product. You know, they be doing it now, man.
Yeah. My girl, she's beautiful and she loves this type of stuff. She's like that. She's that girly girl, that diva. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So I'm happy. I'm happy for her. I'm happy that, you know what I mean. We got this comment, and she said she gonna come up on here and like help me host the show and shit. Like, so when
We need some Spanish people, man.
Yeah, I'm Spanish, but I can't speak Spanish. It sucks, right?
We need some, and I'm saying that because we need some Spanish people. We need some people, man. We need everybody.
Oh yeah. We will.
Most definitely. I'm trying to learn Spanish. Shit.
Man, we need everybody, man.
Trying to learn this shit. I mean, once you open your
know a little bit of Spanish myself.
once you open your mind up to new languages, man, the whole realm of possibilities open up.
Como es nota.
What's y'all name? How y'all doing? My name is Mr.
Spanish.
Dave. How y'all doing? What's your name, G? Justin? You looking good, man. Y'all looking good.
Okay.
Why you mad at me? Yeah, I'm out here messing with these two fellas right here. Yeah. I'm out here getting to know these young men, fellas. They our future. That's why I'm talking to them.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we got a lot of work to do, fellas. A lot of work, man.
That's right.
But we can do it. We can do it, though. I mean, everything's. I can't say anything. Everything is possible.
That's right. Hey, if it's easy, I don't want to do it.
Exactly. Need something to take time and
I'll
effort.
do easy.
It seems like every time we try to do something easy, it always, it either don't last as long, or it ain't worth it. Something easily gained ain't worth having.
But Jerry, yeah, man, I've been thinking about you all morning. I'm been trying to say, man, to myself, what day I'm gonna come down that way.
Hey, it's all good, man. I'm ready for you.
I was like, shit, I'm gonna speak up. I'm gonna sneak up on him. I said, I'm gonna sneak up on him, man, because 6 hours is a long time to be thinking about something. But if I just do it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, shit. I drove up to Ohio, man, by myself. Well, I wasn't by myself, but I drove on my own. Nobody helped me drive 16, 18 hours straight there. I didn't stop. I stopped for like an hour. My auntie made me take like an hour nap. You know what I'm saying? But after that, bro, look. So 6 hours, that shouldn't be nothing. That should be a walk in the park.
Yeah.
That's not even a whole day. You put on, like when me and my wife did, like when we moved to Atlanta, we would put on music that'll take so many, like music that we like, that'll take so many, hours off our time, and shit, we'd be there in no time.
Yeah.
Jamming and clowning, having a good time.
I want to get.
My wife, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I really want to ride with somebody. I might ride by myself because I like riding by myself. They don't tend to fuck with you on the highway when you're by yourself.
Yeah. I have me and my wife, we have a good time on the road. We try to, driving by myself, I end up being sleepy and shit. I used to drive for a living, so I got tired of that shit.
Yeah.
Literally, I got tired of it, so I like, if I'm driving, I like to travel, knowing when I know I'm gonna be gone for a while and I won't have to take that turnaround trip right back, that's when I have a good time. But knowing I got that turnaround trip, that's to get on my nerves.
Yeah. But I guess that ain't so bad.
But
that 6 hours ain't so bad though. Shit, I'm gonna make it though.
Yeah, it ain't bad at all, man. Like I said, you know, he said he down, bro, and all we gotta do, he gonna give us that information, you know.
But I really
And
wouldn't
that's
mind him teaching us that how to make them panels, man.
yeah. He talk a lot. He's real intricate when it comes to details in his conversation. I'm gonna just say that. I was about to say he talk a lot, but he's real intricate in his details. That's how I'm gonna say it. And cool guy. You know what I'm saying? He's a real good man. He's trying to do the same thing we trying to do. So, you know, he's just not. He looked in on the flat earth, but he's not up to speed on it or whatever. But at the same time, he's trying to, you know. He trying to. A friend of my enemy is my friend. You feel
Right.
me? So I mean, he's doing his business.
That's how you so said that right too. A friend of my enemy is my friend.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah. I said that wrong. No, I meant to say an enemy of my enemy is my friend. That's what I meant to say. I'm sorry. I have to correct myself.
Say that again. An enemy of my enemy.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Well, that's right. Well, and I guess that's the way I saw it that way anyway. That's the way I saw it.
Yeah.
That's the way I saw it.
Really? You know, I've been knowing him since I was like 19, 20 years old, you know, 36 now, you know. He's been an older guy, you know, he was neighbors with my wife, auntie, you know, he's about, I want to say 9, 10 years older than me, you know, but he's always been, you know, cool, you know, he came supplied the good stuff for my 23rd birthday, you know, you know, we just had a good old, you know, but as we got older, you know, he started showing me other things because he was real big into computers, you know. He did a lot of things with computers. He knew how to like do video shoots and take pictures and all this other shit. And he dabbled in he got a 3D printer. You know what I'm saying? He can make anything, you know. He know how to make a 3D printer. You know, he got all that information that we need, man.
Yeah, we do.
All we gotta do is put it to work. You know.
That's all we gotta do. And I got a little land down home, my mama and them, you know, that was passed down to us. Man.
How many acres?
And we got 100 and some acres, man.
Man, that's a community, man. Like real talk.
Yeah.
You know, I might have some like in my family, I might have some land too in Louisiana. I'm not sure. You know, it was taken from us. You know, but I gotta find out more intel on it. You know, but I know we got some land.
Man, have y'all ever heard of Dane Calloway?
Yes.
Yeah, I heard of him.
Yeah.
Dane a bad dude.
From African Americans Ain't African.
Who?
He is with the group African Americans Ain't African.
Well, that's right. The Untold Truth.
Yeah, that's how about the Americans in America, so-called black people in America.
The Aboriginal American.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the information my white grandmother have. You know, is oral and is written. She have her history. Her you can go online and check out her tribe, Takapar Ishak tribe, over 10,000 years as far as the history goes. You know, and it showed that, you know, the people came in a different shades of copper or brown. You know what I'm saying?
Copper.
Yeah, just like I was showing the other day with my children.
The word America.
You know, we all
itself,
come different things.
the word America itself is copper.
Yeah, they said the definition of American is the copper color races found in America. But now applies to the European. That's the definition in their definition.
Right. Facts.
You know, in the Webster's dictionary. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to make it a white or black thing, but as far as
it's not a white or black thing because like Sanchez says, and he's truth about that. We were all here together, but now who are we? We know if you real, you know who you are.
Yeah. Exactly. If you don't know who you are, then you don't know where you're going.
Yeah.
You
So
know,
that's
and
just how I keep
that's
that.
my
I don't
thing.
like I don't debate that with nobody. But you ain't talking to no dumbass right here, buddy.
Yeah, yeah. I remember one time I was at work and I was talking to this one guy, the older white guy, you know, and I told him, you know, I was just having a general conversation, and I brought up the fact that my dad told me that I was Cherokee, you know, and he, no, you're not Cherokee, because I'm Cherokee. You listen, and I'm just looking at him like, you know what? I'm not going to even argue with you, you know, because he was trying to tell me because he is Cherokee that I can't be. What I wanted to say is, well, there was a thing called the $5 Indian, and
Yeah, that's
how
the thing.
how most people got their statuses is you know paying $5 to change your nationality.
Right.
You know, if
That's
you want
right.
to be truthful about it. But I didn't say that to him, you know,
You're supposed to.
because he was
You
like
gotta say that to him.
well, he was at the time he was an authoritative figure in the workplace, and it could have
Right.
went
I
bad
mean,
for
I
me,
can
you know.
understand because we all know timing. We know our timing. But
Yeah, yeah.
I wait
So,
around. I slide.
because he got upset about it when I let him know that I knew who I was as far as racially, and it looked like it made him upset.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
But you gotta
and
let them know.
I don't see why people get upset about you knowing who you really are. That's
Because
crazy.
it's to keep you off of the land.
Exactly.
You don't have no
And, I,
ties to the
and
land.
so my cousin told me this. She said, I said, yeah, man, you know, my dad told me, you know, I'm Indian, and I'm looking at our history, I'm looking at our family, and I think we are, you know, as far as our history, I think we were here too, as far as our family, you know. And she was like, well, my mom did say she had Indian in her family. I said, well, cuz if grandma said this, then what does that mean? You know what I'm saying? It
See,
ain't about in the family. We are that. We are the indigenous people in America. That's simple as that. You know, and the history has been hidden. You know, but the plight of the people is being undermined, should I say? You know, it's taboo to talk about it. You know what I mean? It's not conducive to the. Say it again? Yeah, sacrilege.
Sacrilegious. That's why I only say so much about it. You know, my father's mother was born on the Illinois reservation. You know, but it's like we only say so much.
Yeah. But when you tell somebody you're from Cherokee, Kitawa tribe, you know, they a Kitawa. How you know that? Because I know. You know, you can't tell me who I am. You know, and tell me what I'm not. You know, and that's how we got in this mess in the first place, because we letting other people define who we are as people in general. You know, we can't let nobody come up and say what we are, who we're gonna be. That's the whole. That's how I was like, you're gonna be this. No, I'm not. Stop. Nope. You know, pause. Yeah, they can't do that. You know what I mean? So I'm coming to the realization, you know, that we got to be bold, man, in our claims.
That's right.
Because they bold in their claims. Okay. Yeah, they bold in their claims, so we got to be bold in ours. And not in our claim, bold in our truth. If they bold in their claim, we be bold in our truth, man. They can claim shit all day. You know what I'm saying? And they claiming everything. They claiming everything. Like, shit. Like, come on. You know, these powers that be, they want it all. Like, no. This is me and that's you. You know, be satisfied with what you get. You know, but they want us to be satisfied with this mundane existence, man. Like, you know, like really, like I can't say y'all don't understand because y'all on this panel, but some people I don't see how they don't get disgusted, man. I get disgusted every day. Go to work, see people do the same. I see the same people in the store. Let me tell you how crazy this is. The same people, like we moved the milk to they have a new dairy cooler now. But we've been having a dairy cooler for like 2-3 months. And I kid you not, this week after week, the same exact people come and ask me, where's the milk? Where's the eggs? And I just look at them for a second. I said, it's over there. And then after the third time, I said, didn't you ask me that already? Y'all keep moving things around. I'm like, oh my goodness. You know, like the mental capacity of certain people, it's beyond me how people don't think past go, you know. And when I see that, I see the mental side in these people. I see them not thinking past go. You know, I see it. Just simple as not knowing where the milk is after I done told you three weeks in a row.
Yep. Zombies.
Crazy. Yes. Zombie. I would call it like a program in the like let's say all the gamers out there that play video games. If you're playing versus somebody and that person decides to leave and you don't have nobody to play with, now you can have the AI. You can fight against the AI. And that's who these people are to me. You know, it's an artificial intelligence because, and when I say this is the real artificial intelligence. The real artificial intelligence is you learning what you learn in school, you learning, you know, what you learn at work, and then you try to pass that shit off as reality. Reality, you're trying to bring it to me, telling me it's real. That's that artificial bullshit. That reality that we think is real. Like whenever you off work and you having a good old time, man, I don't want to go back. But it'll self, oh, you heard this before. Well, it's time to get back to the real world. What do you, like, that's not the real world, man. This, you know, it's all backwards. We're all backwards, man. We need to turn back and face the front and see what's going on. You know, because I tell people, I had a little joke. They're like, man, people always talking behind your back. Somebody, I said, well, you know what? Think about it like this. Nobody ever really talks about behind your back. Because in order to talk behind somebody's back, you got to be in their face. And I asked them, I said, what's behind your back? Because behind the face is your back, and back is your face. So when somebody's talking behind your back, they're talking in your face. If they're talking behind your face, then you got to worry.
Yeah.
So I don't worry about these people talking behind my back. I don't worry about people talking about nothing. Because what I'm trying to accomplish when it comes down to our people is all this forgiveness. You know, like I have a brother in the African American and African group called himself Keith Windwalker. Come on the panel, says, oh, we gotta go. And that's the mentality we gotta have, man. With this fake shit, man, that shit gotta go. You know, we gotta get rid of it.
That's a fact, man. And that's a fact, man. You know what? I got limited time because I gotta go out with my lady, and we gotta go do some things and stuff. You know what I mean? We're gonna be preparing. But yo, this was a powerful bill. I'm glad that you know, everybody was here today. You know, it was perfect. You know, we got the the what I like to call the real ones. You know what I'm saying? Like day ones. You know, y'all my day ones. You heard? You know what I'm saying? Like, and we gonna get it in, man. We gonna stick my day one right here. These are my day ones right here, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You feel me? And like, it is what it is, bro. We gonna do this, man. You know what I'm saying? We got this, bro. I'm talking. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna get it in, man. We gonna keep it going. We gonna keep it rocking, and I'm gonna keep this bill going. You know what I mean? No matter what. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing gonna stop this. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna let nothing else. You know, break us apart, or we ain't gonna let nothing else infiltrate what we got going on over here, you know what I'm saying, to fulfill somebody else's bullshit, basically. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be over here exposing nobody for nothing. I ain't trying to be over here, you know, getting caught up in a crossfire over somebody else's beef because they don't want to stick up for themselves. You know what I'm saying? I'm all set with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm only here to build, only want to build, and that's it. I ain't anybody want to come at me with their personal issues or problems, you will simply be ignored. And I'm not playing with you. You know what I'm saying? So you can waste your breath all you want. You're just gonna look like a fool because you're gonna be like, you might as well call yourself a ghost. Consider yourself dead because you ain't even gonna be acknowledged. And anybody in the chat, all the mod squads, you already know. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
We ain't playing that. Oh, let's get some controversy over here. You know what I'm saying? Nah, fuck all that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, really, bro. Yes, really, bro. We ain't doing that, man. We're not doing that at all. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna expose.
No negativity.
We ain't doing no negativity. You know what I'm saying? Feel me? Like no
Building
negativity at all. We're gonna build, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And anybody who wants to come up on here, man, and talk, you might as well just be dropping gems, because that's the only way we ever gonna get personal up on here. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like if you,
But we ain't trying to teach nobody how to attack nobody.
Exactly. Hell no. We ain't gonna, you know what I mean? As far as all the trolls out there, you know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, Danny, we living in the past, but I gotta bring it. I gotta put it out there, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, let me tell you that you know the definition of a troller, right? A troller is anybody that comes in contact with the intent to disrupt.
That's right.
Right, exactly.
So bring your trolling ass on. We already know who you are.
Yeah, and you know what? We ain't even gonna acknowledge the trolls, you know what I'm saying? We just gonna ignore the trolls. And for all the future trolls, yo, shout out to y'all for doing what y'all do, you know what I'm saying? But we're gonna keep it positive over here. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't gonna sit here and pretend like anyone's better than anybody else. We're not gonna judge nobody. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't got no personal drama, no personal beef with anybody. With Flat Earth Disciple, I don't got beef with Flat Earth Disciple. You know why? Because Flat Earth Disciple just all he did was reveal himself, and he just made himself look like a fool, and that's what he got to live with. You know what I'm saying? And that's whatever, bro. You know what I'm saying? As far as Danny concerned, you know what I'm saying? I forgive him, and I don't got nothing against him, you know what I'm saying? Because he ain't never really did anything to me personally. But I gotta tell you right now, bro, I'm not with all that negative shit, bro. I'm not trying to expose nobody, you know what I'm saying? I'm all set with that, you know what I mean? Yo, as far as I ain't mad at you, David, you know what I'm saying? You're on the panel right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't mad at nobody, bro, because I ain't trying to take this shit personal. You feel me? I'm here for the people. I'm here to just spread truth. That's it. You know what I'm saying? My personal issues with people have nothing to do with the build. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And that's all I want to keep it, man. I ain't fucking. I'm done, man. I'm too old for all that beefing. I did all that shit when I was younger. You know what I mean? Now it's like I wanna just bring truth to my children, my future grandchildren, and their children's children. You know what I'm saying? And that's it, bro. So from now on, every episode, man, we're gonna be up on topic, staying on topic about some real shit. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You feel me? But yeah, man, I'm probably gonna stream later on tonight, maybe. If I do, I'm definitely gonna you know what I'm saying, get like hit y'all up and shit. You know what I'm saying? You already know.
Right. Cool.
But yeah, man. Well, y'all, much love to y'all, man.
Much love.
Much respect, man. It's always a pleasure, bro. I hope y'all enjoying this this new layout and shit. Feel me?
It's gonna be dope.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and yo, one thing, I want to say, big shout out for this comment right here. It's all a learning experience. Keep personal stuff out the picture. You know what I'm saying? That's good. That's really good advice, and I appreciate that, brother.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because that's what it's
That
about.
sound like my head ass.
Well, nah, I know who it is,
Sound like,
and I know who it is, and he knows who he is, and
no,
he
I'm
knows I
saying it sound like
appreciate.
some people say.
Oh
That's
yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah. Big
All
shout
right.
out,
Hey, man,
real
love you,
truth.
man. Love all you brothers, man.
Love you too, man.
Oh yeah, much love, man. Over here,
And I'll holler at
much
y'all this
love.
evening when we build again. I'll holler at y'all again. I'll see y'all again on some other channels.
All right, word
Yes,
up.
Yeah.
sir.
All right, brother.
Y'all be
So,
easy, man. James, David, y'all be good.
all
All
right,
day,
we
man.
will.
See y'all later. Who else is in here? We got Legend.
Oh, that's
Legendary.
legendary. Oh, he done.
Legendary, yeah. Oh, he just dipped
He
out.
just got off. He just got off. I thought that was
Like
legendary
y'all took
too.
too long. I'm out. Nah.
Damn.
I didn't know. I didn't see him. I had to take my
Man,
phone out of my pocket.
I saw him up there. I was wondering who it was. I didn't see the name until it
Yeah,
just
man.
disappeared.
It's all good, man. We'll
It's
be
all
back.
right.
We'll be back on again. You already know he's gonna get a. He's gonna be up in there with us, man. You already know he was already invited for a long time. He could have came in a
Yes,
long
sir.
time ago.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's cool.
he's been in the call for a
That's
minute
what's up.
since I opened it.
That's what's up.
When I opened the calls, I added everybody, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're doing a good thing, man, James. I'm glad you're back. I'm glad you're back. Fuck.
No doubt, man. We're gonna be going back, and we gonna do it stronger than ever, and keep it straight about the information and only information.
Yep.
All right, brothers.
I'm glad you know how to. I'm glad you knew how to separate that bullshit too, man. I'm glad because I think I got a feeling, man. They thought I was a part of that bullshit,
Nah, you good, man. It's
and that's
straight.
why I said fuck that,
I
man.
got a feeling
Motherfuckers
they
trying
just
to
thought
pull me.
the bill was just a part of the bullshit, but I know it's not. You know
Yeah,
it's not.
motherfuckers
You
thought I
know
was
what
about
it
some
is.
bullshit. I said, oh no, I ain't finna pull me into that shit. So I'm finna get away from all that bullshit.
You can take it down the road. You gotta take it down.
So okay, I'll holler at y'all later. What'd you say?
I said,
All right, fellas.
Be
Y'all be
easy.
good.
All right, fam. Yeah.